Go live, go live, go live, go live, go live. We are live. Go live. We are live. It is Sunday. What the hell does that say? October the 18th, 2020. Long overdue for a new prescription. Welcome to the Sunday Night Hang. I'm Ben. You knew that because you're on my channel. That's right. And if you stumbled across and didn't know, please hit the subscribe. Oh, you're right. Reversed. Down there. Oh, I swore. Not even 30 seconds in. Yeah, I've already been into the vino. Let's see. Yeah, hey, look, we got Terry. I should introduce. We got Terry hanging out with us. I'm not doing this solo. Wow, it's going to get messy. I just know it. I got this feeling. Let's see. Who do we got in the chat? Because we already got 26 people in here, and we will be opening up. We may have some other people coming in. Maybe some of the cool kids. I don't know. We got Chris Bevan in the chat, Marsman, JP Page 2, Martin Lemaire, Zach Thong, Dill Palmer's lurking. So, no fancy greetings to him because he's just lurking. Some guy named Ben Coombs. Christ, who let that guy in there? Rising Havoc, welcome to the channel, my friend. Met you through Pete Thorne. Ryan X is here, a late night. I think Ryan's in the UK. Lovely Nikki Ice is here. Oh, dear Lord. Bent Tom is here. Oh, yeah. My Hungarian homie Music Therapy Laz is here. He's what's up, fellow knuckleheads? We've got, quick. Hello, Mayhem is here. He's currently traveling. Look out. Man's on a mission. So greetings on behalf of Mayhem, who can't really type and such. We got Deja Voodoo. Love that name. Rhodey's Jam Cave. Let's see here. Rising Havoc stepped away because he was cooking food. That's awesome. Well, we all have to eat. My knees hurt. Good to see you, my man. We've got Cushman, New York City. We've got BC Rich 581. We've got Papa Blue. We've got Marxo's Images. We've got Dan in New Jersey. We've got my cousin Doug. We've got Thomas Santiago.
Timed that actually really good.
Crucible of Fire, 417 hertz. Awesome. Welcome, buddy. I've seen you around. You're one of the cool kids. I know you. Janice Lala. Happy belated birthday to Janice, by the way. Yeah. I'm not going to say how many years young she is, but she's bold enough to have it stated on the social medias. I'm just saying. Milk Tea, Ed Sterling, hello and welcome. The feel button is here. It's always good in the feels when the feel button's here. Keith H, our newest Patreon. Keith H is here. Kirk R, Blackjack Guitar Nut. What's up, Doug?
Not much. My sound is like horrible again, like it was Wednesday night, so I got no idea. Computers suck.
Don't they?
Yeah. But I do have beer theme for tonight.
Ian Luckett?
Land Shark.
Land Shark. Saturday Night Live beer.
It's like the Jimmy Buffett beer, is it not?
Exactly. Hey, B. Rad Miller. Adam D. Nice. Crowbar.
Ian Luckett.
Nice. Well, we got quite the crowd in here. So, yeah, the theme of the evening, just a group hang, talking gear, telling stories, solving old world problems. You know how it is, folks. We're just here to have fun. Hello, Eric C. I am doing Moonshine for Shots. Christ. I think clearly I've already been into the Moonshine. Super Chat will get Moonshine. Yes. We'll go with that, right, Terry?
Yep. Actually,
dear Lord.
A little bunny told me any new members actually show up in Super Chat. Ben might be obliged to do 2 shots of moonshine.
Okay, so any new channel members tonight, Ben does 2 shots of shine. And if you want to know what happens when Ben has, like, say, 2 or 3 shots too many, go over to Doug's channel. There's a video of me. Hugh Caldwell.
Not the cornhole one, the actual channel. Yeah. See how you can make Ben pose for a picture for like 30 seconds while taking a video.
All right, so already comment of the night goes to BC Rich 581.
Bench can be purchased from the Beetlejuice menswear collection.
Sounds like something Doug would say.
No, you wear ones that are even worse looking when we are on our way.
Speaking of which, I'll be wearing a special shirt on this Wednesday show of NAS Canucks.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. Shirt I didn't think I owned anymore, but got it. I found it today.
Oh.
Oh, dear Lord. Oh, dear Lord, indeed.
Double whammied.
I know. All right. First off, we have the one, the only, the legend himself, Boner Jams, the Dark Lord of the Spliff. There can only be two, the Master and Boner Jams. Halloween is 2 weeks away. Check out the new Deftones. We can do that. Oh, Christ. All right. So, and then you see, you think there was a new channel member. Tom, you're going to kill me. And yeah, and to follow up on BC Rich's comment, Girlbars just says, yeah.
Don't say Ben Coombs 3 times.
All right, so the question is, should I just leave the lid off tonight? Christ. Nick, Max, Hip Metalworks?
Well, because I mentioned it Monday night, and now that I have it in my hands, maybe you can take a drink for this.
Oh, Christ. Hey!
They are
that's
out.
my bag.
That is your bag.
Yeah! All right, so that's... Oh, Christ. Oh. Loogie Flex. Give me a moment. Oh, I don't do three in a row. Oh, God.
You do 4.
Yeah. My niece heard ask, what's the proof? About 110. And for those who can't do math, that equates to approximately 55%.
Yes, Nikki.
Glad I ate before we did this.
Hope Susie's all right.
Yeah, I haven't seen Susie around. There we go. Nick KB plugging the students who brought out an album. Cherry Head. That sounds just devious from a student band. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going anywhere further with that. Max is asking where my sister is. I do not know. Yeah, Nikki, 110. Hey, David Ennis. I can't say Dave Ennis. It's just David Ennis to me.
Dave's not here, man.
Hey, Kevin. He says, that just looks like a jar of Satan's pee. Oh, we do have another mason jar, but we're not going to comment on what's in that one.
Not something drinkable.
Could be. Mix 2 together.
Hey, Tom C49. Good to see you, my man. Cool Tunes. Christ, I gotta work this one out again. Cool Tunes made easy. It takes me a minute. I gotta look at it and figure it. We got 51 people watching. I don't know what the... Hey, Doug, you wearing some your own merch there? What do you got going on there?
I finally am. Yeah, it's the I couldn't wear the white one. The white one's... Well, I did 13 hours of filming for a TV show yesterday.
Oh,
nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
There.
And
that
so
was
much fun when you're filming for a TV show and you tell the guys, okay, you're all going to be on TV, no swearing, no other music, no nothing, and then they just swear and play music the whole day. Yeah, that's fun.
Fudge.
Yeah.
Everyone wearing masks so we can kind of maybe. Oh yeah, you didn't really say
all the
that.
muffled to swear somewhat. So
Yeah.
thank you for posting those links, Bent Tom. All right, did we miss anybody in the chat there? Headstock Harem. Hello.
Max Joseph.
Ooh, Max says I'm having a little South Florida moonshine. Nice. This one is made by a local artisan to a high caliber.
Headstock Harem.
Oh, Jesus. That was all corn whiskey. Oh, Christ.
That's going to burn.
Oh, you have no idea, Terry. Because you know what? Wine as a chaser, it's not quite the same as beer as a chaser.
Ooh. Yeah.
David Ennis is complimenting Terry on his hair. Nice. So anybody in the chat, we got 55 people watching. Anybody in the chat get any new gear? Before we completely go downhill, we'll keep this somewhat. Doug got new gear. Yep. Hey, Craig Tomlinson's here. Ooh. All right, that third shot just kicked in. I'm feeling good.
EHX Cannon.
Nice. EHX Canyon, those are nice. Right on.
And thank you again, Dave.
Nice.
A DiMarzio Fred. Nice.
Okay. Player Series Strat, always nice. You can mention single malts, Ian. Nothing wrong with that.
Cordoba Fusion.
Anything goes tonight. Cordoba Fusion Nylon Guitar. Ooh, Hugh.
Wow.
Nice. Very nice.
Oh, that reminds me, that pricing on the new, what is it? Ultimate? The new Fender ones that they just launched.
Oh, the Ultra Pro 2, which just sounds like Area Pro 2 to me.
Yeah.
Never put 2 in the name. It just makes it sound cheap. Yeah, apparently those are released. I didn't get one. Apparently I'm not that good a YouTuber, so whatever. So I got to get into the old pick-em-up truck there and head over into town and get my hands on one, and then I'll make one of those cheap-ass videos and post on the inner Google here for all you to watch.
The thing that's crazy, I've already seen the Canadian pricing on it.
Oh, yeah?
You might as well say 2,500.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'm like,
ordered an 87 from LPD. Nice.
Yeah, awesome.
Cool Tunes Made Easy says gear is all in the car trunk waiting till the coast is clear. Nice. Sound propeller Patrick. Sound propeller no, that ain't right. Sound propeller Patrick.
Peter Piper picked up Paca.
No shit. I'm still getting demonetized tonight. Charles 75N, one of my favorite guys in the YouTube world, because I get to answer about a half dozen of his comments. He's been binge watching the old archives, Terry.
Oh, really?
He's been watching all kinds of hangouts.
Sleep deprived?
What's that?
Is he sleep deprived?
Probably. Well, not anymore. Let's see. What do I see there? How's the van build going? Janice asked. I gave up on that van. It's in. It needs more work than it needs, and I don't have that kind of patience. That's right. Sound propeller Patrick. Haha.
Yeah, you got it that time.
Yeah. It's like an old Ford. I just got to kind of get her going. Once we get going, we're all right.
Yeah, I was just going to say Ryan at 60 Cycle Hum actually did that. There is a slight difference in the Jazzmaster trim compared to the previous.
Yes. Hello to Sandra. I think I missed saying hey to Sandra. Does Sandra want to jump in for a bit with us? Join the fun. Although, she may make us behave. She has a good way of doing that. Say across the line, so. You guys should be able to get U.S. products at U.S. prices. No, don't work that way. Even though in theory we have free trade, we don't have the trade. We have decent trade. What's everyone home practice set up if you have family or other roommates? Tom's yes. Yeah, right here. This is my home rig.
This is mine too. I actually now have a studio as well. This is my home
That's
setup.
Great. Zach has no gas for gear. The screws don't collide with the E-strings on the Jazzmaster trim. Well, that's nice. That's good.
Yeah. By the way, Sandra,
Tom's you just a follow-up there. Aside from Ben. Let Canada spend more to keep our prices down in the U.S. Crowbar says, spoken like an American. I love it. That's right.
Yeah, there's nothing like trying to explain the whole difference in money value to someone that doesn't really get it.
Yeah.
We have that in the cornhole world too. One guy actually posted something on my page that was for the bags I can get like 4 minutes up the street. My sponsor, he was like, "Oh, I'll sell them to you for like $60 shipped." And I was like, "Okay, so you're American. It's going to cost me $125. Well, how's that figure?" I was like, "Well, because you're American, we're all Canadian. So how about I just drive up there myself and buy them for 35 Canadian?" And he just didn't quite get that.
So anyways, again, Sandra, if you'd like to join us, check Facebook.
There we go.
So yeah, so I was looking, and the only musically inclined thing that I can bring to the show, I'm not sure if I showed it the last time,
was bringing up the story from Taco Bell, because you're quite musical that night.
Well, yeah. No, like I said, the only instrument I play is the radio. But no, it's the I can't remember if I showed this last time either. The back CD cover of the Downward Spiral, Nine Inch Nails signed it, and that's back when I didn't really know them, who they were. So they were doing an autograph signing on Yonge Street in Toronto at like midnight, and I had to go with my my then like 15-year-old brother-in-law, and so I got them to sign the CD. Then we went up, and I'd seen a bunch of guys in the street corner, got them to sign the CD, came back, and then I took the CD into the signing because he had something else. And then once I walked into the room, I was like, "Oh crap, they're not the guys that signed the front of the CD." But turns out that the original Marilyn Manson lineup signed the front of the Downward Spiral, and you can see right. Oh, it's over here. Trent Reznor put M. Manson, the gay superheroes. Actually, I didn't have the CD signed. My wife actually went and got the CD signed, so he actually lost it on her, like totally lost it. I was like, yeah, it wasn't me.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
But yeah,
well, this is why you don't send Doug off to get your stuff signed.
You don't walk anywhere with Ben because all of a sudden you turn around and he's gone. Giving somebody a high five. Trust me. I know. Been there, done that a bunch of times.
True. Not going to deny it. Although, if you walk with me, you may end up backstage at a show. Actually, I'm not sure if you would have fit through that gap in the fence, Doug. Because it was... like, I had to suck it in. Like, it was enough to put a guitar case through it, and I managed to get the skinny ass through it.
Hey, at least in filming pictures, no one says, "Who's that guy?" because one of these things does not look like the other.
That's true.
Yes.
Hello to Jack Collins.
Yeah. They go, "Is this like Mad Magazine? Is there a fold in the picture here?" What?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Nice. Everyone's saying hey to each other in the chat. Nice. Yeah, and actually, for those, I was thinking about it the other day, Doug. We did have one musical adventure together, and that was when we were hanging out at Sam Bass's place.
Yes. Yeah, I think we talked about that before. Were you?
Well, yeah, we've got some different people in the chat, and I was thinking about it the other day. For those who don't know, Sam Bass is an artist, or was an artist, passed away now, unfortunately. And he did a lot of NASCAR memorabilia, designed paint schemes for race cars, trophies, all kinds of stuff involving NASCAR. And his studio was right across the street from Charlotte Motor Speedway. So
we had nothing to do that afternoon. I think it was actually raining.
Yeah, it was raining. So we literally just went over there to boredom type thing. It was like, all right, we'll check it out. And we were just about finished checking out the gallery. And we saw Mr. Sam Bass finishing up a tour of VIPs. You had to pay $50 for Sam to walk around and go, yeah, I painted that. Yeah, I painted that. Yep, painted that one too. And so I walked over to him because knowing he's painted a few guitars in time and stuff, and he had what appeared to be the what's that?
There was a few on the wall as well.
Yeah, like he had some of the Brooks and Dunn stuff, and
was there an Ace guitar there as well?
Yeah, but that wasn't in the public area. That was backstage. Okay. So we're in the public area. There was a couple of guitars on display, one of which hanging up way high was what appeared to be Eddie Van Halen's Bumblebee. And the thing was a damn perfect replica to the point where I was like, is that the real thing? And Doug knows, because again, I took off and I'm like looking at it over my glasses all up close, vintage parts and such. And hey, Jay Steen. And so I walked over to Sam and I asked him, mind if I ask you a quick question? I'm like, that isn't the real deal, is it? And I started pointing out the vintage parts and stuff. And he's like, wow, you know your stuff. And I'm like, kind of. I'm a nerd. And he's like, here, let me show you something. So immediately I turned to Doug and his wife and Charlie. I'm like, get over here. And next thing you know, we're walking down a back hall and there's like one of Bruce Springsteen's guitars.
And he turned and says, people don't actually get to see this part.
Yeah, this isn't even part of the VIP tour.
This is my personal space.
Yeah, his personal workspace. You had one of Ace Frehley's costumes alongside one of Ace Frehley's guitars. Yes, Boner, I had forgotten that. But you got to realize also on vacation, this was mid-afternoon. So, Ben wasn't exactly sober either.
Put 2 jars of moonshine in.
Yeah. So there we go. Doug knows. So I saw Ace Frehley's costume, guitar, one of Springsteen's. He had one of Jeff Beck's guitars, bunch of other stuff. So then we go into his actual workspace where he creates, and he's got a Frankenstein stripe job done on the damn refrigerator. His refrigerator looks like Frankie. And I'm like, God damn, you are an Eddie head. And we started shooting the breeze, talking music for a good half an hour. And he also showed us plans for his new building he was opening, asking our opinions on it. We hit it off damn well. And Doug took some photos of Sam and I, and he's like, make sure to post it and tag me in it in social media. So I was like, okay, what are you on? He's like, I'm on Twitter. I'm like, I will be shortly.
I think he'd even followed you on Twitter before we even left the studio.
Yeah. We connected on Twitter, and then he retweeted the photo and stuff. He's like, hey, my new Canadian friend. And I'm like, oh, that's fucking awesome. So yeah, the time we talked in Eddie Van Halen and guitar playing with Sam Bass, who is an amazing artist and gone too soon, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
But to hear more memories like that, tune into NAS Canucks every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern.
You can hear about the time that Ben forgot that we forgot the guy's name now.
Oh,
Channing Tatum was showing up at our campsite.
Yeah, right. Totally forgot.
Yeah, totally forgot.
Yep.
Until a couple black limos showed up. And then, yeah.
Oh, today's Janice's birthday. I thought it was yesterday. Okay. Well, yeah, see, Janice just cleared up. Yesterday and already mentioned. Thanks, Janice. Janice has my back. That's right, half-ace jars. I drink out of a lot of jars down south.
Now, is she saying, because is she not in the UK?
Janice is in Connecticut.
Okay. Wrong one.
Yep.
Because she's in the UK. Birthday was yesterday if it was today.
Exactly. I know what you mean.
Oh, God, Krell bar.
Nice sound propeller, Patrick. I don't know if he had any Wiener Schneider. Although he did bring water, or I'm sorry, Coors Light.
Vaseline probably would have been better than what he showed up with.
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
There's 60 wounded warriors, and he shows up
for a bunch of wounded warriors with a 12-pack of Coors Light.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. And when the race was done, there was still 12 Coors Light left in the cooler.
Yeah. Like you literally, someone pulled one out. Oh, nope. Put it back.
Yeah.
I'm laughing at Boner Jam's comment that my hair is on point tonight. Thanks.
It is, Barry.
Actually, it's funny. What I've been doing is one of the things I'd read is using varying types of things to actually keep my hair maintained, which is cold water, warm water, avoid hot water at all costs, regular shampoo, not shampooing at all, and in the case tonight, actually, Johnson's baby shampoo.
I just use body wash. I don't even use shampoo.
So just to go along with Crowbar's last thing with him taking the name Corn Dog, if you look, we can share a video at some point. I'll share on the Canucks Guitars group. There's a video out that Channing put out. I'm not in it, but a shirtless Ben is in it.
Oh, dear Lord. No, I'm not shirtless. Sleeveless. Oh, yeah. Okay. So it's a sleeveless shirt that's also undone. So it's kind of a, I'm showing off the sweater vest. That's for sure.
So you're saying shirtless but tight pants enabled?
Oh, Christ. He showed up at the end of the first stage. So I already had 3 beers and a lot of, I remember I had a beer in one hand, shine in the other. And thank God those race radios hang around our neck so you don't have to hold them.
Yeah. And yeah.
Hey, there's my lovely sister. Hey, sis.
And happy birthday to Dave Ennis's mother.
Happy birthday to Mother Ennis. Crowbar's on fire tonight.
That is an image because I remember I think I messaged her right away when I seen it. But.
Well, come on, sis. You know how it goes when Doug and I hang out. No good comes of it. That's why we started our own channel. Oh, dear Lord. Jeez, Doug, we got to have you on more often, eh?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Oh, God. Hey, Milk Tea? I don't know if you're...
Then there'll be a whole bunch of take the damn picture.
Island Winder?
Take the damn thumbnail. Come on. Take it. Hey, Islander Winder.
Although we do need Amanda on one of our trips.
Oh, dear Lord. Yeah.
Well, she has to come.
She'd be the queen of Redneck Hill in no time.
No, it'd be nice to have one other person to go slow across those high bridges when I'm not driving.
She doesn't drive.
She can.
So you don't drive. All right. Here's a truck, trailer, loaded, another country. Go.
Bent Tom hashtag Darth Vapor.
She can fix drinks. Sure.
She can make things to eat.
That's not needed either. Fixing
No,
drinks.
We just drink. Somehow I do a fair amount of cooking. You're like, we should eat now. I'm like, all right. And then you'll go inside and start prepping stuff, and I'll just drunkenly poke at stuff on the barbecue.
Oh, I was going to say that during the actual race weekend, there's other stuff that is around the cooker that Ben is helping smoke.
Smoking more than shoulders, folks.
Yeah, a little bit of rub here, a little rub here.
Yeah, down there, dry rub means something completely different.
Yeah, because he's usually in a Jeep with another guy, so I'm not sure if there's rubbing going on. That's when they call me over, and they're like, hey. And I was like, wrong cousin. And I'll hop out and I call him.
It was Kurt every time too. Hey, get in! You're like, wrong cousin. Again.
Yeah.
Apparently Laz is texting with his phone and he's sorry. Why? Because he wrote half birthday? There's some passing hit metal works. Not a lot of passing. Here, just finish it. Just do it. All right, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When's the race start? It was over an hour ago. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Speaking of wine.
Yeah. You're saying?
Since what are you drinking tonight, Ben?
I am drinking, as usual, we're now into the 2018s, the sibling rivalry 2018 red, which is a Merlot Cabernet Gamay blend. VQA wine, which means it's like high top-notch stuff, for Ontario wine. Made on the Niagara Peninsula. Wow. Glad you asked me now and not later.
It would have been.
Man, that's a tough one.
No, it's interesting because when my friend had me down for
Metalhead hippie.
Thanksgiving dinner Monday night, him and his wife were drinking wine, and she was drinking wine, and she asked my friend Jason if he wanted a glass, and friend Jason was like, "Yeah, sure." And so, like, next thing you know, she asked me, I said, "Yeah, actually, it'd be great if you could give me some too." Needless to say, the bottle was empty. But if it wasn't empty, I would have been more than grateful to have another glass or two of it. It was a beautiful blueberry and cranberry wine from Bala.
Ooh. Hey,
So,
Mickey Stoudemire.
I had a nice half cup of that with some prime rib roast and some turnips and potatoes.
Crucible of Fire says, should I list the health hazards of alcohol? I only drink during live streams.
We know them all.
Yeah. We know and probably
yeah.
Yeah. Remember, I am the guy who had such a good time his first NAMM trick showed up at the airport on the wrong day.
I still can't get over that.
That's just because you wanted to get on that plane.
Yeah, I was so eager to get back to Canada.
With the window seat.
I remember that. Yeah, you were so
I generally
eager
do fly the window seat.
You were so eager when I think I sent you the photo of like 2 feet of snow, and you're like, "Oh, yay!"
Yeah, and the worst part is, get to the airport a day early, and then end up getting trapped in Chicago, anyways.
Yeah.
Crowbar says Ben rode the short plane.
You wouldn't know
Hey, metalhead hippie.
Yeah, that's when we know you're really successful, when you just charter the private plane, straight from locally here.
I see what Amanda did there in her comment.
Yep. I see that.
We'll
just leave that for all our Canadian viewers. They should know. That's part of the citizenship test.
But is it not KEE to Bala?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never gone, so I'm just kind of going off what I may have
Papa
seen on
Blue says we had snow in Iowa last night. Boom. Yeah, good.
We didn't have it here.
Nope. Hey, Brian. Excuse me. Hey, Brian Bond. Oh.
Hello. Hello to anyone who's joining just now. Welcome to the big show.
O'Hare is a fun place to sit around all day. Christ. I want to know is every time I take a damn connecting flight to California, I got to walk 5 miles from Terminal 5 to Terminal 1. And by the way, you got 15 minutes to do it. So I feel like it's mission impossible with a freaking timer going off. Yeah.
You know what?
No.
A really weird airport I've been in is the one in Detroit, on the north side of Detroit. They have one terminal, but it's not that big, but there's a train that goes in the terminal. I don't know. That is the place I did meet Andrew Dice Clay, though.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I think he was coming back from I was on my way on a cruise that my wife had won. And he was I think he was coming back from Vegas. It was like in the morning. It was like 8 in the morning. And he had like a trench coat, track pants, and like loafers on.
Nice.
Yeah. You're hungover.
Yes, I can, Sis. When I need to. Just to hurry up to find out the plane's delayed, and then what do? You make a vlog with random people you see. Vaping in, I think I vaped in most of the airports I've been in the last year or two.
Yeah, I think you did that while you were.
Well, remember I did it in Chicago, and I didn't even think. I think I was live streaming in Chicago, and I was.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it was you. Yeah, you type. Are you supposed to be vaping in the airport? I'm like, F.
Yeah, I remember that because you were like, I really need it. I really need it. Blew it into your coat.
You remember that time you almost got thrown out of the shower for vaping?
We have a Sandra.
Oh my God! Hit that like button, people! Come on.
Oh, someone had a playback going.
Like button, people! Come on. I have to shut my YouTube off. Hang on. Okay. There we go.
You were sitting vaping in Charlotte Motor Speedway, and they were going to kick you out of the place.
Yeah. Yeah. Meanwhile, they're smoking one row in front of us.
Yeah. We were not in the smoking section.
Yeah.
What are we smoking?
Maybe a little this, a little of that.
All right. Could be meats. You never know.
Could be. No, we have done that down south. You know, he's like, I got to go this morning. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm off the barbecue. I'm like, okay. Then I got a text half an hour later. I forgot my cooler. Damn it. And then I had to fight. Like, I'm like, do I walk? I was 3/4 of a mile backwards to the entrance to walk then a mile around the speedway to get to him. All of a sudden, I'm like, found our buddy Sam and had the golf cart. I'm like, Sam, you got to give me a lift. He's like, I'm busy driving around Wounded Warriors. I'm like, well, I'm about to be wounded if I attempt this. So come on. Nice. Yeah, I remember that was some good. Yeah, I remember those ribs. We were sneaking the ribs. Remember, we had to put them on the backside of the barbecue so nobody noticed the ribs.
Yeah, I got the T-shirt right there.
Nice. So how you been, Sandra?
Good. I'm just reading all these comments. People are just far too nice to me. It's good to see everybody in the chat too. I love you guys. Check out the links. Make sure you subscribe.
Yes, we got 64.
Now that I'm in here, I'm not really moderating. Took my focus off the chat.
Yeah, I got 2 of my main mods right on screen with me. That's always smart. Yeah, Ben really thought this one out.
Oh, like don't have enough mods as it is.
I'm sorry,
how often do you post
realize
Doug? How often do you actually do the actual moderation work?
I'm new.
Yeah, exactly. I think you're right. Your moderation is, curtailing the amount of insults you throw my way. That's Doug's idea.
Well, no, I see the stuff come up and I'm like, but someone already gets it.
Oh, well, there we are.
Hello to Brian Spalding and LPD Pedals.
I see Sir Lawrence of the Pedals is here.
Meats. Oh,
yeah, that's great. My sister's here to help with nothing as well. That's always smart. But yeah, we got Tom in there.
Amanda and I here just to look good.
If it's nothing you need, I'm your person.
All right. Apparently, Hippie will be away from his keyboard. Oh, dear Lord.
Bonnie James.
Oh, that's sad, isn't it?
Sandra entered the menage. Ben, my 5-year-old daughter, Rory wants you to do a shot. She says, hi to everyone. What's up, Sandra? Okay.
You're a little young.
For those who were pre-gaming in the chat
does she know
before the
what
show
a
started,
shot
you
is?
may recall I had written something in the chat, and I stand by that statement.
Hi, Boner Jams.
Awesome. All right. Cheers, salute, and all that. Ooh, let's get a little slippery. We don't want to waste that.
No.
There, I've now posted my first thing as a mod in the chat. It's a video that everybody should go and check out.
Well, here, after the show.
By the way, that's
All right.
not
Well, fuck it. Yeah, then go check it as long as you come back. We'll check it now, but as long as you come back.
Yes. You'll see what Ben looks like after about 4 of those jars.
Fuck. Well, I don't know about four of those jars. I'd be dead. No, this would have been a half jar night. I drank half a jar that night.
There for sparkle and nonsense.
And it may or may not have, I may or may not have been celebrating my birthday that night.
Hey, what's your birthday?
Hi,
Yeah.
Mickey.
Okay. Yeah, because there's a lot of birthdays. I remember having a nice dinner at the campsite. I remember the truck ride to Mike's man cave. But then it's the next day, and I have a migraine, and I'm drinking a beer at 9 in the morning the next day to try to chase away the demons of the night before.
You didn't have Sharpie all written all over it, did you?
No.
Thank God,
we don't
no.
do that.
Well, I'd say you fared quite
He
well.
just gets to spend his birthday watching Fox News.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh God.
whatever you do, don't watch Fox News.
That
Sandra-
or like an Alaskan Bush family.
Yeah. You know, it's like that line, one of these things doesn't look like the other. You know, we have a bunch of North Carolina rednecks.
Yeah.
Doug can at least look the part, and then you got the hippie.
We are the token ones.
Yeah, this isn't. No, we're not in Kansas anymore. So much drinking on screen.
Yes, Lawrence, except I'm actually drinking coffee. Oh, sorry. I do have water too.
Sure, that's water.
Actually, you know what? I'm now thinking that these guys actually now sponsor my show, the Cornhole one. So
Wait, you got a booze sponsor?
I do now, yes. They're going to be supplying me with alcohol to drink. while I'm-
Performance-enhancing beverages.
Yes.
Oh God. Hey, Dana, New Jersey.
Actually, Dan, no, it isn't because they weren't even allowed up here, I don't think.
You got to pay to add it on. It's not part of any bundle. What? Rising Havoc. So, guys, later this week, I have to get my son to take pics of my 59 Les Paul reissue Epi. It's amazing. It has all Gibson electronics and sounds amazing. Nice.
Nice.
You know what I'm doing? I'm trying to highlight some of these comments. Duh, it's not my stream. And I'm like, it's never been a problem before.
Sorry.
All right. So Max has asked twice if he can be a
I was about
mod.
to throw
And I
my
will say
mouse.
Max has been a regular for a while. Max, if you become a channel member, I'll make you a mod. How about that?
You just want to drink.
He was waiting for that.
Okay, I'll drink.
I'm inhaling other stuff at the moment. I'm multitasking.
Good for you.
All right, yeah, I got enough of that in me. All right, moving on.
Good to have
What I
you.
write in the chat before we went live, Terry? It's going to get messy.
Yep.
Yeah. I have a feeling it'll be one of those shows where all of a sudden Baker will show up in the chat. Hey, homies, what's up? I'm like, Christ, how late is it?
I don't have to work tomorrow.
Hey, he's actually been streaming in the afternoon and not at midnight.
I've seen that. I've been able to actually tune in to his shows.
That's scary.
Tell me about it.
Everybody is a mod at Ben's place. No, this isn't Cheers.
Or Oprah. You get a mod. You get a mod.
You get a wrench, and you get a wrench, and you get a wrench.
Yeah,
Ooh,
or another certain YouTuber we know that likes throwing wrenches around.
63 watching, 44 thumbs up. I believe we can do better than that.
Yeah, especially since we have Sandra on.
That's right. My niece heard has a 3-hour commute to work tomorrow. Damn.
Oh,
Damn.
wow.
What do you guys say? Show me the Fonzies, or however that goes.
Yeah, that's what Mason says. Show us the Fonzies. Papa Blue says, when Ben starts stripping, I'm out of here. You and my sister. There will be an Amanda-shaped object where she once was. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, I don't think I'd stick around for anybody taking their clothes off.
No. Well, that'd be the other channel on OnlyFans. No.
That's a different kind of live webcam thing.
Yes. Yeah, it's all about wording because it's one thing for me to say I have a live stream later tonight, but it's another thing if I say I have a cam show later tonight.
Exactly.
I got a cornhole show tonight.
Oh God, that's worse.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, actually,
dear
that's very nice of you, Brad, to do that. But I was thinking that as well.
Thank
too.
you, Brad. Yeah.
Thanks for putting Sandra's channel up.
And thanks to Lawrence for the mental image. Thanks,
So
buddy.
Wow, we have a new channel member, Ben.
thank you so much for that.
I was gonna say you can only see me from like chest down.
Maybe he took that as a thing as, oh, I can be a moderator too then.
Oh no, Sandra, you missed the first few minutes. Apparently, Terry announced to the crowd. Apparently, any new channel members, I do 2 shots.
Oh.
Christ. Yeah.
Holy.
Cheers, you.
Ooh.
Oh, that was a good one too.
Ben's going to be breathing fire in about 15 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for that.
Damn.
Drink enough of it, he's going to have fire coming out of both holes.
Oh, man. Don't anybody call me or message me before noon Eastern tomorrow. I'm just saying.
I think I had a jar around here someplace, but I don't see it. Is it bad? Is it bad when you lose a jar?
Well, depending on what's in it.
Well,
Yeah.
Since you're late joining Sandra, we have multi-uses for mason jars around here.
Yeah, the one on your right hand.
Although really, I could. I'm not sure if you've seen this. Like,
Yeah,
here at my place, I can lift up my banner here,
Hey, Fruitcake Tony.
and I have a whole array right behind me. If you need anything, I got it.
Man, Doug knows what's up.
This is a bottle of Galliano that my parents had. I think it's about like 40 years old.
I remember that bottle.
Ooh. Oh, yes.
Yep.
So that's the secret behind the Canuck set,
Yep.
eh?
Yeah, that's how we get through all the shows.
That's how we get through every show, Terry. Hey, and I want to also give a shout out and thanks to both Terry and Ben Tom for moderating the Canucks podcast.
No
Have a
problem.
new name in the chat. This is awesome. Dom 7th. Good to see you, man. For Dominant 7th, I would assume.
And Amanda knows what's going on. I'm setting the timer right now.
I don't know who you are.
Call Ben.
Krill bar, nice.
Anyone
job,
notice
Ben.
Wolfgangs are in short supply and are going for huge dollars up here in Canada?
Hey, Nick.
I have noticed that. I heard a rumor during last night's Steve from Boston show that the EVH Frankie is now, if you ordered one now, you'll have it shipped in April. I may have a way for you to get one sooner. It just so happens that Ike at Flipside, there we go, bam, has 4 Frankies on order. I don't know if they're all spoken for already. So if you're looking for a Frankie, go to flipside-music.com, grab the phone number because I don't think it's on this shirt. No, Christ, I don't know what it is either. But give them a call. Talk to Ike or Dylan. Ask for Ike or Dylan. Ask for Dylan because I think Ike's still on vacation, although Ike was probably back. Fuck it, I'm just talking out loud. But pester either one of them, especially because they'll fucking hate me and I love it. Pester them, tell them Ben sent you, and say, I want a fucking Frankie. I know you got 4 on the way. I want one. Just don't take no from the answer. Pester them and bug them, and then I'll
use
get
those
that.
exact words.
Yeah. That's right. And Lawrence just, he just let that drop. We're working on a little coordinated, what do they call that, when they inundate the social intergoogles and such with various announcements on the same day.
Collaborate.
Sort of like those capsules. But yes, Flipside Music will also be carrying the LPD Pedals Nice Drive A. Has some on the way as we speak. I agree. Fruitcake Tony does rock.
Hello to Old Man Dan.
I saw it too. I've never seen that name.
Dom7 says, sweet tip, I'll be sure to paraphrase. Or not.
Even the short
no offense. I've noticed that because literally, I'd say within a couple of days of Eddie passing away, my EVH Shark demo went from 10 views a day to 50 views a day. And it stayed at that since. And I'm thinking it's not because the world of all the Eddie Van Halen fans of the world are grieving and by watching a crappy-ass video from me on demoing this guitar. It's because they want one. Yeah, I saw that face, Doug.
You better watch it, Ben.
I said I saw that face.
You just better watch it because I thought I was the only one that makes crappy ass videos.
Oh no, Sandra, I are low, like limbo time low.
Sandra hasn't seen my show.
Thought I cornered the Truthfully, no, I haven't. I'm sorry.
You need to start watching.
Doug, maybe we need another co-host with the name Sandra.
Maybe Ben Tom can throw a link to Doug's channel in the chat if you don't mind. In case you want to check out Doug's channel, give him a sub. Or the NAS Canucks channel. See, Doug and I talk like this every Wednesday. Like Tom says, I don't know anything about auto racing. I just love the way Doug and Ben are just blah, 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 just at each other's throats for an hour. He says, I love it. He's laughing his ass off every time. Now, granted, he's probably under the influence of some form of chemical, but, hey, whatever gets you through the show.
Hey, last week we thought we were done in 45 minutes. We went another half an hour.
That's right. And
David
just asked if I could put a link to the other thing in there. Copyright crappy ass shows. That's right, Lawrence.
Amanda doesn't make videos. She posts selfies.
She posts a lot of
tons of selfies.
Yeah.
Her words, she's the youngest in the family or something.
Yeah. Yeah, like if we wanted to if there was some algorithm that would pick out all of our family photos across the inner Googles, and we have a large family, like I think we have, 30 cousins, Doug?
But they're all like 10 years older than us.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, but we got like 30 cousins. But if they do a search for all photos of the Coombs family on the inner Googles, half of it will be my sister. The other half will be the other 30 cousins.
Yeah.
That's funny, Michael Easter. Now,
Terry, he's multitasking. He's on the camera. He's posting the link in the chat.
Yeah,
apparently he put in a thing that's dated from like over a year ago because it's hanging out with Zach from Mythos Pedals. But hey, that's cool. Yeah, just in case if you're a fan of Mythos Pedals and didn't know I did a hangout with Zach from Mythos Pedals, check it out. Apparently I did. That's right. Yeah.
Terry.
Oh my God.
Dan in New Jersey asks, have I been to the Formula One race in Montreal? I went 2 years ago. Great fun. I have not been to the Formula One. Never even made it to, what was it at that time? The Busch Series, Xfinity Series? When NASCAR raced in Montreal, I didn't go to that either. When NASCAR races an hour up the road, I haven't been to that one. Because road course racing live, it's not so good because you literally just watch one corner and then you wait a minute and a half to 2 minutes for your driver to drive by again. Then again, the way now, after years of hanging out with Doug in infields of racing,
you just watch on a big screen.
Yeah, I just sit there and watch on a big TV, like watching the same thing you guys watch at home, except they're going around me, and I'm like, oh, apparently they're going around me. Yeah, what are you gonna do? There we go. Tom put Doug's channel in there. Thank you, Tom.
Thank you.
There's
I
links
can't believe
everywhere.
Terry has a link from August of last year. Just got to pick just in case we need it. Just in case.
Mhm.
Well, I have my little spreadsheet thing.
It's a
So
big
I have-
spreadsheet. It's not little. That's big. If you got it going back to August.
Well, and I got various people's links to their.
Has anyone entered the art contest that Tesi Switch is running? I did.
keep
Deadline
forgetting.
was like
Yeah,
30.
somebody should check into that, and we'll post a link to that. Because Rob's a great guy over at Tesi Switch. Use coupon code Canucks15, perhaps, and save 15%. I don't know. If you put in Canucks or Canucks15, Rob will figure it out, and I don't get a kickback. It just lets him know. So then when I do want something, I'm like, Rob, come on. Shoot a guy some pickup covers, Shoot a guy a Tesi Switch. Or maybe some HX Stomp knob covers. Yeah. Hey, Dan, forgot to say hey. You name like Old Man Dan, Crappy Guitar Show. Love it.
Love it.
Oh my god.
Made me change my name.
Dan.
Crappy guitar show.
Woo! Let's
Yeah,
motivate.
I could say crappy cornhole show, but it'd just be the same name twice.
Yeah, we're trying to distance ourselves from that name, right? Yeah, and the ACO will be contacting Doug, going, "Dude, seriously."
No, not that. The other one.
ACO.
Change the O to an L.
Yeah, same thing, only different.
Not really. No.
Hey,
But
Hetriari.
question for Terry. You've had the Origin for a while. Have you dimmed it in 20 watt mode? If so, how did it sound? Did you add an OD on top?
He tried it once and it blew up.
Dimed what? Are you talking about master volume or are you talking about the gain?
Great. Master.
Probably.
Come on, do it now. Come on, try it. Peer pressure.
Yeah, the kill the mic can kill everybody. Ah!
Well, it would sound great for about 1.5 seconds and then sound underwater. And
Yeah, true enough. No, I didn't have to add overdrive. Basically, with the Origin, I would say it's probably got about
Good one.
2 or 3 stages of gain. And once you do push it up around probably 10, you start hitting the gain slightly. You really don't start feeling or noticing like any heavier gain until probably about the 1 o'clock position. That's when it starts getting some gainy. Like the video I posted earlier, that was actually what it's set at right now, which is noon on both the master and the gain. No OD boost, and it was just a flex torsion going into the front.
there you go, Doug.
Yes, it counts.
So, and thank you to the one person that just subscribed. It's got me up to 152.
Woohoo! Actually, last time I saw you were at 150, so you're doing swell. That's
I'm on fire this week.
on fire too. Yeah, and
Who's
speaking of
on
it, yeah,
fire?
shout out to Rising Havoc. Was it in the chat here? I want to shout him out because he had asked me for a link to my channel in Pete Thorne's chat, and as a result, I ended up gaining 7 subs. So thanks. I do appreciate it.
Nice.
The LPD 87 drops this Friday. Have an
Nice.
amazing week, everyone. Yep, LPDs is bouncing, so we will check you later.
See you, dude.
Super secrets.
Michelle Cox.
More
The
talk,
LPD
make
87
more
drops
pedals.
this Friday. All right. The new 87, new and improved, and won't be the legendary, because I kept teasing, dude, just stop making anymore, because then it's going to be like the Klon, because we got a couple hundred of them out there around the inner Googles. And no, it's going to continue on. Fine. Keep selling that juicy, sweet awesomeness. Yes, thanks, Rising Havoc. Dave Ennis is headed out. Cheers, my friend. Thanks for stopping in. Always good to see you, brother. One of the OG subs of the channel.
Are you expecting anybody else might take in someone's spot?
Fuck no.
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 No,
Okay.
when
Yeah,
you want the real-
like nobody else coming.
I was going to say, do you want the real
If you
story?
see me, I'm like the bottom. I'm like, hey, you want to come?
Yeah. You want the real story, Sandra?
Yes, I want the real story.
He forgot.
No.
Just like with Channing Tatum, he forgot.
Yeah, so there's I usually book shows 2 to 3 weeks in advance. And I've been doing some product testing for a certain, guy who was in the chat earlier tonight, and this was full a couple of weeks ago, and now it's like 3/4 of the way empty. And as such, around Wednesday or Thursday, I realized I don't think I got anybody booked this week because I have zero recollection of booking anybody, and I went through every private message, email, and I couldn't find anything. And so I messaged Terry and Doug and a couple other people. I'm like, do I have a guest booked? Because I usually let them know. And they're like, I don't think so, dude. I'm like, could maybe I mentioned it on a show when I mentioned upcoming guests. Like, no. And I know who next Sunday's guest is. I know that booking. But no, I'm like, nah, screw it. Let's do a community hang and just hang out and have fun. And yeah, because as Doug said, I forgot.
I can't even say you're old.
Why? Because you're older than me?
Yeah.
And so when Ben mentioned about doing a community hang, I was thinking about,
Thank you, Michael. I just seen that.
Who could we have on? And instantly, you're someone who's been around on the channel helping.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you're a great person as well, too. So instantly, I thought about you coming on, Sandra.
Thank you.
And yeah, Charles. Yeah. Quite. Well, of course, I did go through a month's supply in under 2 weeks. So, oops. But more was dropped off yesterday, so we're good. We're good for a while. Terry knows we're good for a while.
He's planted all the cookware outside, hoping to get some.
You saw that post?
I was going to say Ben's bed is starting to get a little uncomfortable to sleep on.
Yes, Papa Blue mentions. Did you see? Oh Christ! Music is win. Tyler Larson.
Oh wow!
Yeah. I want to say Tyler. $5,000 guitar pedal person. Yes, he bought an OG Klon. So,
okay. Yeah, I've seen that video now.
Yeah, I want to say Tyler, right? His first name's Tyler?
Yes.
Right. I've met him a bunch of times. I've never talked to him more than 10 seconds. You know who he is the #1 YouTuber I see on escalators at NAMM shows. I'm going up, he's going down the other way. Hey, Tyler. I'm going down, he's going up. Hey, Tyler.
Did you give him a high five?
I tried.
Question for Ben.
Uh-oh.
Any vids of you riding that skateboard?
Yes.
There you go, Tony.
There is one on the channel earlier this year dedicated to RJ Ronquillo.
Yeah,
Because RJ started skating again this year, so I tried to get back into it, and yeah. It's not like when we were hanging out at 14 years old, Doug.
Nope.
Yeah. Doug laughs because both of us skated when we were 14.
Not well.
No. It was merely a form of transportation.
Yes.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Hello, 80
Yes,
Van
I did a very basic skate video, and there was many comments going, okay, he's wearing no wrist guard, knee pad. No. I never wore them when I was younger skating, and that's probably why I sound like a popcorn maker now in the joint.
Probably should have been wearing a bubble suit.
Yeah. Or at least a helmet.
No.
Eddie Van Haskell.
It's already gone.
Thunder Falcon. Hi, folks. Any word on a release date for the PRS MT100?
Sorry, what? Oh, right there. Right. Nope. You know what's funny? I've been to, I don't know if PRS does Summer NAMM or not, but at Winter NAMM, they do their own separate room like Gibson does and Fender does.
Yeah.
I've yet to be in that room. two NAMM shows. I've never entered. I'm just not into PRSs. I don't think they suck. not my bag. I don't like them. I guess. I don't know.
Speaking of skateboarders, it's interesting. Steve-O of Jackass fame has actually now started to become a skateboarder.
Oh, dear.
He actually launched his own line of skateboards.
Yeah, speaking of skateboards, have you seen what RJ did with his vintage deck?
No.
Doug, it looks cool. Hanging skateboard on the wall behind you. The 4 wheels are light bulbs.
Oh yeah.
But not
Oh.
super bright.
That would be interesting.
I
Yeah,
should do
and
that
it
with-
looks like they're going through
I
trucks
should do
and
that
everything.
with my Kiss skateboard right there.
I was gonna say like did you say
Oh,
I got a skateboard?
nice.
I'm like, I got no skateboard.
Yeah, I got a skateboard.
That's a great idea. I might have to steal it.
Yeah, Steve-O was a skateboarder, but he never really truly was until recently on his own little podcast thing. It shows him he's got 100 of them stacked up with no wheels that he had to sign.
Oh, wow.
I was
but it's
gonna
only
say,
100.
I have a slight bone to pick with Eddie Van Haskell because I think it's been at least a full year since he's asked me to put on Gene Simmons boots on a live stream. Just saying. Come on, Terry. You remember 2018? That was a running gag every Canucks show. Well, yeah. Well, but that works. Okay, I'll touche, Eddie. Touche. I do remember, Doug. There was a Canucks with Guitar show. I'm hanging with Richie. Nobody's asking a question. Like, we're literally begging for someone to ask a question.
Oh, the
Eddie
tool
asked
talk.
on his opinion on new pair of skates to get, if he should get tax or not, or something to that effect. So it was skate talk. Of course, I haven't skated in 42 years. No, 32 years.
All I know is that your old shows with Richie, you guys would never do any of my stuff that I asked.
For obvious reasons.
Yeah, fruitcake. It's about this big. It's a little mini Kiss skateboard. Back in the day, there were shit tons of them.
All right,
I
so
got
I
that.
have to get some capsules for Eddie. Maybe for the Halloween show. You know, maybe we'll start out. I'll start out with a bass and start playing Gene Simmons bass solo and start dry heaving the blood.
I was gonna say, Ben, for some Canadian content, I just happen to see sitting right over here.
There you go. There's your Canadian content. Apparently, Eddie bought the CCM jet speeds.
Never heard of them. But I have a
You
seven.
drive a Zamboni for a living and you haven't heard of the CCM jet speeds?
No,
At least Ben couldn't. At least Ben.
but I
didn't
have
recommend
some Canadian
Power
content, a
lasers.
set list from 2002, 5440 concert.
Awesome.
Wow.
Great
Their
band.
lead singer is kind of an ass, but you know.
Okay.
Metalhead hippie. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Brian Spalding. Brian, send me a DM. I think we're friends on Facebook. Send me a DM. We'll set something up. Because I won't remember.
And I know what Brian Spalding's going to tell you because I invited him on my show.
Well, there we are.
Didn't I, Brian? What'd you tell me?
Oh, dear Lord.
God.
Oh, God.
We're all in trouble now.
Pops!
We did have a question.
You had a question? Was it even related?
Yes.
Yes.
Rising Havoc.
That was the other request. Richie should play Lady of Spain on the accordion.
But does Richie eat humble pie?
Speaking of humble pie, 1 week from today, Pete Thorne is having Peter fucking Frampton on as his guest.
Wow.
I know. I'm beyond. That's going to be awesome. Just awesome.
Getting back to
What?
Rising
And I'm pretty
Havoc.
sure I've set a record tonight for cursing. Usually I leave it to the guests, but what can I say? I've had a lot of shine.
Well, I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Rising Havoc asks, guys, thoughts on this amp I'm thinking about buying.
Okay.
Fender Mustang LT50 50
No.
watt 112 combo
No.
amp black.
I'll let you answer first, Ben.
No. No. Don't buy anything with the Mustang name on it. No. Walk away. Just don't. I don't like their Mustang guitars. I don't like the Mustang amps. I like the Mustang cars. But not with the Fender. No. Walk away. There's other stuff out there. Guitar Man 45.
Hey, Guitar Man. Excuse me. As for the question, I agree with what Jay Steen said. Katana is probably a better buy. The second revision katanas, in regards to if you actually had to buy a Mustang, it would be actually the newer GTX.
All right.
Beyond
Now, Eric
that-
Sandra, I know you have a weekly show. I'll show you. This is how I do a plug. So speaking of modeling shit, I got Frank from Line 6 coming on next Sunday, so check it out. There's your promo. So speaking of modeling shit, I got Frank from Line 6 coming on next week. It's going to be fun. I'm sure. Yeah. That's why you hope most people just watch the first half hour of the show or so. It's all good. Doug's just shaking his head. Don't do any more plugs for the NAS Canuck show. Please just shut up.
I still know who's going to be on.
Mayhem says get the Katana, but get the 100 watt. Hey, there's Paul Ewing. And Paul, if you're asking how Ma's doing, I can hear her talking upstairs with the old man right now. So, alive and well.
Can you hear that? Our
and
son
speaking of
Ben's cursing like a pirate.
We may have to do like a lunch show Wednesday.
A what now?
A lunch, like
Oh, lunch show. I thought you said
Yeah.
live show, and I'm thinking, don't we do nothing but live shows? Lunch show. Okay. Early in the day.
Like in Toronto, like in the old Fan 590, the lunch bag letdown.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Yeah, that's it in a nutshell right there. The lunch bag letdown. Yeah, all right. What time you want to do it at? We'll announce it here because, Christ, usually Tom and Terry's watching anyway, so.
Oh, noon.
Noon? All right. I will not be drinking beer during that show.
Yes,
Sends
you
the days right off.
What do you kids call a quarter pounder with cheese?
Quarter pounder with cheese.
A Quentin?
That was a
that's,
quick James question.
you know what, that's like a question that we get when we're in Charlotte all the time, Ben. It's like, what do you guys call like Canadian bacon? Ham?
Bacon.
Ham. Yeah. Well, yeah, because apparently I figured it out, Doug. It's a conspiracy because McDonald's with that weird ass round bacon, they call that Canadian bacon. And I was like, no, we buy it in strip packs like anyone else. Like, that's what I don't understand. They're like, it's Canadian bacon. I'm like, no,
You
no,
call it
no.
Canadian bacon?
It's not back
Salted
bacon.
pork.
That's ham.
It's salted pork, pretty much.
That's the weirdest question ever. They don't know what the fuck a quarter pounder is.
Ben Tom says they don't. Okay. I have to answer Bent Tom. He says they don't know what the fuck a quarter pounder is. I read that as a quarter pound, and I was like, well, that fits in a freezer bag. But a quarter pounder? Yeah, we do, because there's a McDonald's on it.
Might be a reference from this movie.
If you're getting a quarter pound with cheese, you're probably in Wisconsin.
I had one this afternoon, and I'm not in Wisconsin.
Oh,
A quarter pound?
There's probably going to be a video out of it.
So pounder with cheese.
Yeah, see. I said if
Avec
you get
cheese?
a quarter pound.
Yeah,
cheese.
Avec cheese.
Okay, yeah, I didn't have that stuff. That's the. Where's that?
Whew.
Ah,
Yeah, exactly. Craig Thompson said it best.
The other cousin.
Thunder Falcon said it best. Trip to the
They call it
bathroom.
American cheese in Canada. Oh, jeez.
Cheese.
American cheese.
There's a
I believe
movie
Thunder
with-
Falcon.
Or I guess we could also say crap.
There is a movie made that's got The Rock in it and the dude that played Stifler. and they're in South America somewhere. And
Oh yeah.
there's a line in the movie. It says, "What do you call Brazilian nuts?" And she says, "Well, we're in Brazil, so we call them nuts."
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, Michael Kress is like, what do you call American cheese in Canada? Actually, it's labeled as processed cheese.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Quentin is currently eating a quarter pounder with cheese, no pickles.
Because he doesn't throw that way.
Mm.
Oh god.
Who's got a problem with pickles? I mean, really, it's just a cucumber.
Yeah. This is some quality entertainment, I'm sure, for everybody. But we got 64 people watching, which is our hardcore crew of crazies.
Fine with me.
Anybody else in the chat or in the panel here drink pickle juice besides myself?
No.
Can't say I do a lot. I probably have on one occasion or whatever.
I'll probably
I don't know. He just referred to himself as Pickle Rick.
You know what? Everyone probably has had pickle juice because there's still juice inside the pickle.
Oh, yeah.
So you've had pickle juice.
But
Yeah.
I mean, just open up the jar when you're done with all the pickles and just drink the juice because it's good for you.
Yeah, no.
It's not good for you. No.
Yes,
No.
it is.
I,
Then why do they put the pickles in it?
preservative. Is that Keith Richards' secret to life?
That's like,
That's because he's pickled in general.
Pickles
Is that
are
not-
good to live.
is that not just vinegar?
Yes.
Well,
It's vinegar. and
it's vinegar and it's-
selected herbs and spices. Oh,
You
sorry,
know,
that's
Michael,
another-
you're not far
Sorry.
off. That's probably half my goddamn subscribers right there. Their favorite part of the live stream is the lull.
See, Charles 75N knows what's up. Probably one of the best things for a hangover too. Pickle juice is
I
good
have
for you.
friends
And
that
Bloody
put,
Marys, Amanda.
I have friends that put pickle juice in
This
Caesars.
works. Hangover. Oh, excuse me. Ooh. Ah.
See, you need
Yeah,
some pickle
that's
juice.
whiskey. The things I do for you too.
But the people in the U.S. do not drink Caesars the right way because they only put tomato juice.
Well, that's a Bloody Mary. Yeah,
They
that's not a
don't,
Bloody Mary.
they don't put the clam.
You got to have clam juice in it.
Yes.
It kind of depends on where you go, because some do, some don't. Some use tomato juice, some use V8. It just kind of all depends on where you're at in the country.
Even then, no, you got to
Yeah,
use clamato juice.
You gotta use
So
clamato.
tomato juice with clam juice. Mm.
Welcome, Stephen Douglas.
Good evening, Canucks.
Cook hamburger and pickle juice sometimes good. Ooh.
Cooked hamburger and pickle
Speaking
juice.
of sand, you're talking about pickle juice. There
Okay.
is I believe it's San Jose hockey player who actually started drinking pickle juice, and he claimed that it actually helps with getting rid of cramps in your legs during the game.
And because I'm seeing, yes, BC Rich, exactly. But I will say, if you ever happen to be down south with Doug and myself, with breakfast, you're offered a Bloody Mary, don't. They don't use vodka.
What do they use?
That.
Moonshine? Oh my
And it's mixed.
god!
Wrong.
Oh,
Yeah, because you're just like, wow, this is tomato flavored shine. You're like, that's all. I did it once. And Doug's like, come on, we got to go. I'm like, nope. And it's 9:30 in the morning, and Ben was,
This just in, everybody. Quentin's ass is no longer numb.
what? Fine. What's good for leg cramps, Terry?
Pickle juice.
You said pickle juice.
Pickle juice. There we are. All right. I'm just reading a comment. Just relax. I'm just trying to do a live stream here.
Rubbing alcohol, because that's what that's for.
Tom needs to calm down
I see
with
that.
repeated, I'm Pickle Rick.
Hey, we don't need to know what you name your pickle.
I think
Thank you very much.
we've set a new bar tonight,
That's
Doug.
it.
Not
the
only
real-
has the show gone off the rails,
Rick and
the
Morty
chat's
reference.
gone off the rails.
That's what I'm here for.
That's exactly why you're here.
I can't believe I showed up for this. kidding.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm just thinking, and then I read Francisco here. Finally caught you live, dude.
Oh,
He's
June,
regretting that about now.
Like,
we're so sorry.
honestly, I'm usually much more professional on Sunday nights. I have like, I don't know, people
Actual
on,
guests.
and we talk about industry stuff, and we wish Six String Brian a very welcome housewarming. He moved into his new place this weekend.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
Yep. Congrats, Brian. And Old Man Dan, yeah, that's primarily why I really don't drink.
Thank you. Yeah, Terry, when did you send me this link? Before the show or like during the show?
During the show.
Because Terry's like, who else is coming on? I'm like, Doug. He's like, who else? I'm like, Doug.
The
He's
entire
like, really?
state of Wisconsin
Me and
is
Doug?
coming towards
Okay,
Nando's house with
let's do it.
torches and pitchforks. Oh, don't fall in the pit in my front yard on your way to the door, though.
And I was going to put a shameless plug for the new people that are just joining that I have Ben's new cornhole bags. That are
Yes.
just right here. You can go to Octane Cornhole to get them. I believe there's still some available for $55 US, and 15% of that goes to the Canadian Cancer Foundation.
Freshly
Damn.
shaven.
Because let's be
By
honest.
the way, Sandra wins best T-shirt. We got our asses handed to us today, though.
I'm just looking at everyone's shirt. I'm like, well, I got a channel sponsor. Doug's wearing his own merch.
My own
Terry's got
merchandise.
Super Mario.
Charles 75 in.
We had a
Remember
game
when
today,
this was
so-
a guitar and gear channel?
Yeah,
Still
No.
is.
I know. And I was going to say, and Charles alone is probably responsible for 10% of my damn views on any given day. Because literally, that guy, like say, Doug, he must be insomniac or something's going on there. Because either that or he just hits play and walks away or something. But he leaves comments. He's like, I enjoyed this. I enjoyed it. And he's like on Hangouts. I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember that show. Like, what was it? Like the Tone King and Shane from In the Blues. I'm like, I don't remember doing that. But okay, that sounds like a fun hangout. So I might have to go watch it myself.
And you were in it?
Apparently, I hosted it. Apparently.
Actually, I do remember that.
That's awesome.
See, apparently Terry remembers it. No, not a clue.
I like that Dom
Kijiji
7
alerts
here.
blow.
Whoa, Kijiji alert blowing up my phone. My wife knows what those sounds mean now. What are you buying? Nothing. Nothing.
That reminds me, I got to throw
spent
some
13
stuff up
hours
on
on eBay
Kijiji.
looking at guitars.
I got to get a new guitar at some point. I don't know what yet. Something.
Go Packers. Yeah, that's my team.
Charles is like, given your current product testing, it's too expected. Well, you know, it is that time of year. It is harvest.
An instant.
My sister is not sad about the Packers. She says that as a
Man.
49ers fan. Well, she's a
Huge.
49ers fan, so yeah.
Shush your
She's a
dirty
fan of the Eskimos, eh?
mouth. Teasing.
She was a big Steve
I'm
Young
not-
fan. back
I'm
in the
not
day.
sad about the Packers either. It was, kind of just beat ourselves, really. But yeah, I watched them lose for like 30 years straight, so it doesn't bother me when they lose, and it's all
I get
more
it.
reason to celebrate when they win. So yes,
Hey, I was a diehard Toronto Maple Leafs fan for a quarter century. I get it, Sandra. I get it. Believe me, I get it.
thank you, Ben.
Old man Dan says he needs 3 more guitars to make it a nice rounded number.
Nice. Nice. And Dan's had some nice guitars pass through his place because he brings some in, he lets some go, and he's had some dandies. Oh, excuse me.
Jeez,
I apologize again. especially to all the ladies watching me on camera of my belchingness. But that's what happens when Ben drinks.
We're happy it's burps.
Yeah,
This is not pickle burps.
these fine people. They do the super chats. I do the shots. Chaos ensues.
You're responsible for Ben's behavior, people.
That's right.
Let that marinate.
Yeah.
Dana says, "I think I will partake." I like that.
Therefore, you will.
I do. I did not know that, man.
He burps when he drinks and farts when he smokes.
Oh, nice. I'm a classy kind of guy.
And of course, Mayhem would know that.
He's the king of couth.
Mayhem is personally responsible for that.
Yeah, I will not mention chili night.
Well, it is
Hey,
that
I helped
time
make
of
the
year
chili
now.
last time I was down there.
Yeah.
That
Oh, it's
explains
fun.
something. I just remember Trent saying, add the beer to the chili. And because we're making chili for so many people, I'm like, how much beer? 1 can, 2 cans? He goes, 6-pack ought to do it. Okay. Because you are making chili for 100 people.
Yes, Thunder Falcon, you typed that out loud. But thank you for that.
I agree. Yes, you do have a lovely radio voice, Sandra.
Yep. Chili with
Thank you.
spaghetti is soup. Ew.
Chili without spaghetti is soup.
Ugh.
Look here,
No
Quentin.
discuss after that, Quentin. You let me down, man.
Okay. I know for a fact Quentin James has derailed more than one live stream with his chili with spaghetti
Mhm.
thing. That apparently it's a Louisville thing. It's a Cincinnati thing. I don't think it's a thing anywhere else on the planet, Quentin.
Chili with any kind of noodle in it is called goulash.
Yep.
In our trips to one restaurant, I think course number 3, Ben, is usually spaghetti with chili.
Yeah, but you get it as 2 different items. You don't mix it together, do you?
Yeah, I understand that. That's course number 3. That goes on top.
You do realize Quentin James is probably subscribing you as we speak because he's found his new savior here. Because
Like I said, that is course number 3 at.
Golden Corral.
Damn, I just went blank.
Golden Corral.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Girdle.
it's funny. You would think out of the 2 cousins, this cousin would enjoy the buffet known as Golden Corral with its 100+ items, but
You're a rake.
it's that guy. That guy. I barely survive each time.
But really, chili just makes me mad at Rich.
At what?
At Richie.
See you, Hetriani. Have a good one, man.
Because it was one day at a Steak and Shake. He had bought
dear
chili to bring back to the campsite. He got
'Cause we're gonna
more enthralled with the claw machine and winning like Spock. Did he win?
Yeah, he wants.
And left the chili behind.
Yeah. So I don't know how many people have been to a Steak and Shake, but it's an open floor plan. They usually have a couple of games right next to the takeout area, which is open to the dining room, volume-wise. And those who have watched the channel for a while know about Mr. Shanahan and his volume of voice, how it goes from 1 decibel to triple the decibel in a heartbeat. Well, you don't take the lad who's got a 6-pack into him to the Steak and Shake and then allow him to play the claw game, thinking he poured $10 into that claw machine.
He became like a 6-year-old.
And he's screaming and yelling. And there was families in this restaurant, folks. There was young children. And the entrance and exit to this, you had to go by the machines to get in and out of the building. I went outside. I was still smoking at the time. I'm having a cigarette outside. And I can hear Shanahan every time the door would open. And then all we heard on the way home was him shaking this doll. And there is a photo on my Facebook. I beat the claw. I beat the claw. And then it was
You
time
forgot the chili, Shanahan.
Where's the chili, Shanahan? And he remembered.
Oh my
He had left it on
God.
top of the machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peanut butter sandwich with chili.
Oh, Daddy is high as fuck, isn't he?
Are you laughing at Eddie's comment?
No, I'm
He's laughing
laughing
at
at
me.
what Sandra just said.
Well, there's that too. And apparently,
Now-
Randy Greer, hello, welcome,
now,
has a
as-
claw machine.
Now, peanut butter in chili, I have heard of, and that
No.
could be not bad.
No.
But an actual peanut butter sandwich with chili, no. And Eddie could look like one of the Hanson brothers. Yeah, I do have the style of glasses.
I don't know who they are.
You don't know who the Hanson brothers? Uh-oh.
She's probably never seen the movie Slapshot before with Paul.
Are they
Newman.
metal?
No.
No.
Hockey.
It could
There you have it.
He could be. Yeah,
Late
they were
70s.
the power trio on the ice. That's for sure.
Okay.
Late 70s, Paul Newman
Yes.
starred in a movie called Slapshot, which was about, I believe he was a coach.
Based on a true story.
Yeah.
Player coach in the American Hockey League.
No, it's lower than that. But yeah.
Yeah.
I do have somewhere around here. I met the guys and I got stuff around here, but I don't have it here.
So then there's three
The
brothers.
Ramones of hockey, Amanda says. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I'll allow that.
And they wore glasses like these, except taped up, and they're like goon/enforcers. So they'd go out on the ice as
Terry,
a
there was
line.
no goon/enforcer. It was goon/goon.
Yeah, pretty much.
There was no enforcement.
Interestingly enough, speaking of the Hanson brothers,
Congrats, BC Rich.
they actually did have the one's nephew actually did play in the NHL briefly for, I think.
No, Terry, that was actually one of the sons.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
All right. See ya, hippie. Have a good one, brother. I assume Metalhead Hippie will be on later this evening. All right.
I'm sorry.
You could have just told me, Doug.
Yeah, well, I'm going to exit stage left for a second.
If he can make it through.
Let's just say, should we just do this? So this is the most entertaining live stream ever.
Score Julio.
Stop lying.
Now we have Doug's ass sort of on camera. Always a pleasant thing.
Yeah, no, I don't see it.
God damn, I wish I still had that photo of you when I shaved your head.
I still
It's
have
time
that.
for this.
Oh,
You
thank
know?
God you said head. Whew.
They were not nice to me. Made me look like the skipper from Gilligan's Island. I just needed the hat. And I would have been fine.
Yeah, well, what I did, Sandra, was I just shaved the top of his head first.
I needed a haircut. I went down to Charlotte without a haircut. And we went around to every place. And because here, all the Walmarts have like a hair cutting place in
God
it.
damn, I don't have a copy of that photo anymore.
I do.
You need to send it to me. Because that used to be my pick-me-up.
phone
Every
died.
time I was feeling down, I'd look at this photo and have such joy.
Yeah. So I couldn't get my haircut because Walmart's didn't have it there. So we went to the Concord Mall. There was like one hair cutting place in the Concord Mall.
I believe Americans refer to it
African-American-
as an urban
Yeah,
barbershop.
I was the only pale person in the like. Everyone turned and looked at me, and I was like, "I want to get
Very
my
pale.
head shaved." And they're like, "Well, it's gonna be like an hour." And I was like, "Well, no." So we went back, and Ben just had a beard trimmer. So yeah, and then
Actually,
they stopped halfway and took a picture.
So he looks like old man, comb over, Get off my lawn.
There was no comb over. There was nothing left of comb over. Like I said, I just looked like the skipper from Gilligan's Island.
Yeah, you still need to send that to me.
Don't
And no,
buy
I won't
motorway
show it on air
anymore.
tonight.
I don't mind getting any sort of
I
haircut.
really don't care.
I was gonna say that could be the thumbnail one week. Doug's pissed. That'll just be the name of the episode. Doug's pissed. Because you're kind of looking over your shoulder too, like, what the fuck?
Like this? Look at that. Look at that. Yes, I zoomed in on that picture to not show the other person in the picture.
I actually don't look that bad.
Why? Because you're in that picture too?
Yep.
Show it off, Doug.
No, there was no need. I couldn't zoom. I couldn't zoom out enough.
Oh, come on now. You're styling. You know it.
Get my
And
haircut in my
was that Pam's wedding, I assume?
Wait,
Yes,
shoot.
it was.
Eddie Haskell. It wasn't a beard trimmer. It was an industrial strength nasal hair clipper.
That too.
Oh, and apparently now it's like slideshow time with Doug.
Yep.
He's the only one invited, yeah.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, first of all, look at the length of my hair. Clearly, I think that was in the 90s.
Oh, I was talking
Clearly,
about the other one.
you show all these pictures to us because we're invested in this live stream too, man.
Yeah, he's just going through memory lane on his own.
Yeah. I'm gonna say
Hold it up to the camera.
one thing we'll say is if you're ever in the Charlotte Douglas Airport
No,
and you're hungover,
never.
do not walk by this wall.
Nice,
it really
Brett.
sucks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I wouldn't be hitting LSD and doing that. Hell no.
Yeah, that's like a
Hey, noise
whole
with
wall.
Namis. Good to see you, brother.
I don't do that.
No, you need some mushrooms for that airport.
Randy Greer as well. Welcome.
Although I don't
Don't
recommend
listen to
flying
the
on mushrooms.
Noise with nummies. Don't listen to the ad. If you feel like you got no one to vote for, don't do it because they're telling you to. Make sure you get something for your vote. If they're not willing to give it to you for your vote, then fuck them, don't vote.
Fruitcake Tony's lurking. Engage lurk mode.
You don't have to vote because they tell you to. Don't fall for that shit.
I don't know what. Oh, look out. What'd you just send me?
I haven't seen a barber.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
You asked for it.
Vote with a bullet. Oh my goodness.
I forgot you were shirtless.
What happened? Hold it up. That face.
That's what they did to me. Or you know what, we can just throw this whole thing all to hell. And there was that time that Ben was on Paw Patrol.
Oh my god.
Oh, Grace, I'm crying here. That's hilarious. I haven't seen that photo in a good year.
So yeah,
And there's the two comments. We have my sister. We have Randy. We have Mickey. Oh, and Charles.
Ben Thomas says forwarded to me immediately.
but yeah, I just remember the whole Paw Patrol one. I remember Amanda was like, I don't remember that episode, but I was like, as soon as I'd seen it when my son was younger, I was like, that's Barber. Paw Patrol has been.
Well,
Are
hang
you all
on.
right with that?
Keep that photo handy, Doug, because I'll show what the hell the look I was rocking at the time, right?
Yeah, because that like I even put on a Paw Patrol live and I asked Ben, like, are you going for this? It should be like perfect.
Janice is like, I was typing, show it again.
Yeah, like right there. Jesus, that's too much hair.
There you go.
Funny.
That should be your thumbnail. Oh shit.
Oh, it comes up because Doug tagged me multiple times in it. So that comes up about 4 or 5 times a year in my memories. Hey, remember this? Yeah.
Can't forget it.
Rising Havoc, is that blackmail photos?
Blackmail photos, yeah.
Oh. Well, there was a time that Ben's band, when he was in that heavy metal band, that you played our family reunion with your metal band.
That too.
And we have like our 7-year-old aunt was like front row, just like giving it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Uncle Kenny too.
He was on the front porch of a house. It was like, yeah.
Now, when you say metal, what do you mean by metal?
Godsmack.
Okay.
Yeah.
At a family reunion where most of the people are like 60 plus.
And we are the babies of the family.
Yeah.
Like most of our cousins are 10 years or more older than us.
Yeah.
And they weren't even there. It was their parents that were there. And my band played.
I reckon.
Well, at least you didn't have Casey and Finnegan in the audience.
Well, I don't have that photo, Doug, of me doing the stand playing the acoustic guitar. The one that you took, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
I forget what year that was.
I don't remember what year that was.
Amanda?
About 5 years ago?
Yeah, no.
But I just remember when I showed up, my cousin Pam, who was hosting the family reunion, she came running up right away and she's like, if the band needs to do certain things, do it behind the chicken coop. Like right away. And I said, that's fine. By the way, where's the beer store? Because we need a case of beer for the band. And then Pam leaves as host of the family reunion to take one of the band members into town to buy beer. And they came back with a couple cases of beer for us to play for an hour. Because, we need 2 cases of beer for an hour. I think. And we played.
I got to visit the chicken coop.
I am also the baby. I am the last kid and the only girl. I have all brothers.
That's Amanda. She's the last girl.
Yeah.
Yep.
By a few years.
And we have plenty of stories about that too.
We could. Yeah. See, she's not on.
This is the smart person right here. Because I knew the way our grandmother was. So whenever we got together, she would ask, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" And my first response was, "Ask Ben," because I knew that he would say rock star, and she would lose it and forget about everything else.
Yeah, then him becoming a hockey player seems really easy.
I never had to say that.
Nope.
Where am I from, Randy? I'm in Madison, Wisconsin.
Oh.
Madtown, the Mad City, home of the Badgers, the land of cheese.
So apparently Terry took off. He's too good to hang out with us at this point.
Just abandoned us.
Yep. So here, Doug, I'm going to promote you.
Oh, hey. Although your mother was nice enough to put this on. I'm not afraid because we've kind of changed roles in life.
Oh dear Lord.
Right? Because your mother put this of us. Look at that collar. Look at the collar on that guy. Who then became the skinny guy.
Yeah, I was pretty chubby as a child.
Yeah.
That Costco's still here, the field button.
Hey, Edwin.
Nice.
It's actually in Sun Prairie, just outside of Madison, but yeah, it's still there.
Ooh, holy crap, we actually have a guitar-related question.
Uh-oh.
No way.
I'll leave that one for you, Ben.
All right. Old Man Dan, Crap Guitar Show, deciding if I should invest $550 in a Torpedo Captor X or settle on the Torpedo Captor Reactive for $270. That's a good question.
They're both relatively the same. I think, if I remember, was it Henning or was
I
it?
assume one's 2 in and one's 4 in.
I'm trying to remember if it was Henning or Fricker.
Cheese?
Yeah, Thunder Falcon.
Gotta
All right. While I contemplate Old Man Dan, I will answer Noise with Nami's question. No, I currently do not own any corduroy pants, but I am in the market for some.
Oh, I couldn't stand cords. My mom used to dress me up in cords all the time.
I
like
love
that
cords.
weird noise. That weird noise.
I may or may not have worn cords to Doug's wedding.
We're not even going to talk about what you did at my wedding.
What?
Uh-oh.
You know.
One flew by the
I
chicken
do?
coop.
Yeah.
What the hell did I do at your wedding?
Because of those cameras we left on the table.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Try giving those to some film developer to, hey, you had these pictures.
I forgot about that.
All I can say is, remember when you came with me to this concert?
Wait a minute, huh?
ZZ Top.
No, because I didn't, because you're a deck for rubbing that in my face.
Yep.
I was supposed to go, but I decided to stay back here in Canada and hang out with my fiance to try to save a fucking relationship. Yeah, that worked out well. Should have went to the Speedway. I
Yep.
really should have gone to the Speedway. Really should have gone to the Speedway.
But no, Ben, at my wedding, Ben went and there was cameras. And I think there's someone else in the chat as well, too. Chat's over.
Are we
Yeah,
just going to
let's
sit here and stare at each other, Terry?
That was in on those pictures. That person right there.
Yep.
Yeah, there was a lot of pictures of the table legs. If you can kind of go there.
Yeah, that was her. Yeah, and just, you know, that kind of ages Ben. Fuck. Oh. That ages
That
Doug to
ages
the point
Ben.
where he got married long ago enough that you put a camera on the damn table for
Yes.
the people at the table to take photos because nobody had cameras on their phones yet.
No.
Yeah.
And they were like those disposable ones.
Hi, James.
I just remember you were in your Labatt's 50 phase at that point.
Ah.
Hey, James.
Or, sorry, you were referring to it as 5-0. Give me a 5-0.
That's because I was going to the university here. Well,
Yeah.
I wasn't going to the university. I would go to the pub with a friend who was actually
gonna
going to
say.
the university.
Clearly, you weren't attending university.
And they had really cheap beer and gyros on Friday afternoons.
Nice.
It's like, give me a 5-0 here. Somebody go fetch you a cop.
Oh, we have a beer called Labatt's 50 because, you know,
What's
it was
it called?
that an
No,
entertaining beer they couldn't come
You
up with.
can
a better
buy it
name.
in the States.
I've had Labatt's Blue before. It's not a bad.
It's a Labatt product in a green can. I forget what they
Never
call
had
it.
Yeah.
Carlsberg.
Never had the Labatt's 50. And I wouldn't drink it out of a can. I'm funny that way.
Yeah.
Doug
Yeah.
did.
I
That
think
came
that
from a box, Amanda.
Oh,
Amy. Who's Amy?
The morning of. That came from a box.
yeah.
Because there's the rehearsal pictures and the wedding pictures. It came from
In
a
the
box.
rehearsal pictures,
That's
Doug looks a lot like Doug looks now.
Yeah.
And then Doug took time travel back 20 years.
It was a perfect setting because it was all the groomsmen and me doing my hair the morning of.
Amanda, he brought out the Amy.
That's how long ago it was.
He brought out the Amy. Them's the big guns.
Yep.
He reversed age, so he broke out the Grecian.
Well, put it this
from,
way. My sister hasn't been called that in 35 years. Well, no, sorry, 25 years.
That's because I'm a couple of these in.
And the truth comes out.
He's land
Yeah.
shark.
There's
And I want us to give a shout out to young Mr. Radford in the chat here. Alex Radford, the Bay Area Shredder.
Well, he's not shirting much at the moment.
Alex Radford, who probably
Is it-
partied so hard at NAMM, he may just now be fully recovered. Maybe.
Except for the
Maybe.
name Cup of Noodles that attacked him.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
people
Amanda
stop
trying to fill in
saying
backstory.
I
Try.
tried. What's up, man?
But, yeah.
He's the NorCal shredder now.
True. All right. NorCal Shredder. That works. Still got that Vola?
Alex finally realized what I said. That his post on Facebook had Cup of Noodles attacking him and burnt his hand, so he can't really play much at the moment.
Yeah, I saw that. That sucks. Of course you do. Of course you got that Vola still. Nice. Yes,
Right on,
for those who
man.
don't know, Alex goes live himself. The first time I tuned into it, he's playing this Vola that he won at NAMM, and I'm like, I know that guitar. I really know that guitar. I played that guitar at NAMM.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing that he won that.
Yeah, small world.
Is Doug sleeping?
Nope. I'm looking for something.
Oh, God. He's looking for this. It's never good when Doug's looking for something.
He's
Doug's
probably
looking
watching
for
another
the
live
catch-up.
stream.
No, I can't find it.
Okay.
I'm just thinking that photo of you, it'd be like Doug's opinion on Joey Logano. Boom.
I still haven't got that picture from that dickhead.
Yeah.
That's how he will remain.
I think Craig might be a little behind in the chat, or he might have paused the video because he's like, Slapshot, great movie. Yes,
I
Craig.
was just gonna say that.
Maybe he got another drawer.
Either that, or he's that one guy at the party that has the really good stuff, who he's on like a 5-minute delay all the time.
Oh, yeah, man.
He's got T-Bone stuff and been like Grant and gone.
Yeah.
He's into Indigo.
No, literally, Sandra, we have a friend who literally once
He
in a
had the
while
good
will
stuff.
partake. He took
the high
one
tech.
of the stuff that we had been having all weekend, literally sat there for 2 minutes, and then did a complete face plant onto the ground. Out cold.
Truthfully, though,
No
we thought he was
way.
petting the dog.
Yeah.
And then he fell over on the dog.
Yeah, because he was kind of playing with the dog. He's like, "Hey, dog," and then boom, out like
Like
paramedics
face
called, the whole shebang.
Well, no, not the paramedics weren't called it first. We propped him back up on that
Oh, there's
cooler.
hot.
Right.
We popped him back up in the cooler, and then he just went backwards.
Right.
God.
Right.
Then
And
the
the
paramedics were
worst part is, like, I'm sharing glances with my fellow puffer friend that may have been involved in what resulted in our friend, and
He's now an
people are like,
accomplice.
"What's going on? What's going on?" And we're like, "We know exactly." And I'm like keeping extra eye on. Everyone's like, "We should call paramedics." I'm like, "No, he's just greened out." Just
Yeah,
let,
just
you know,
let him
but
slip.
other people, but I can't say that because I'm in an area of the world where it's not allowed to be that. So
And he was a member of the church at the track.
he's pretty much the head of the church at the track. So I can't really talk about that because we are in the belt buckle of the Bible Belt, and I'm just
Oh,
yeah.
Randy was the weekend at Bernie's. He was gone.
He was gone. He was drooling, gone. Even when he's like, "I'm fine. No, you're not. No.
Oh my god.
And then it got worse because they took him to the infield care center, which is like the hospital.
Yeah.
And the guys couldn't get in.
Ass.
The paramedics couldn't get into the building. They forgot how to get in the building.
It was locked.
Yeah, it was locked.
Oh no. Holy shit.
That
And I'm just
reminds
like-
me.
I'm going to leave now. I'm
So
just
what
going
did you say the name of that strain was?
I believe he got it from Colorado, did he not?
Well, no.
We
That
know
was,
how we
that was from Mexico by way of Paducah, Kentucky.
It did go up a little farther north, though, too, didn't it? That he had to.
They went up to Paducah and then backtracked back to North Carolina.
Wow, that's crazy, right?
That's
Rising havoc.
crazy.
They used barges, Terry.
Yep.
I've done that on some weekend from Colorado. Took a big hit, coughed twice, and woke up the next morning.
That's what I mean.
That's what this guy did.
Yeah.
Except he hit the dirt twice.
Yeah, big time.
That was a double dirt nap.
Yeah. Now the nice thing about when that happens amongst friends and family down there is the next year I go, "Do you want some?" Fuck no. You stay away from me. I'm like, okay. You're insane. Yeah, I heard that.
I was going to say that reminds me of what I watched earlier this morning while I was still up.
Weekend
I
at
actually
Bernie's.
watched the documentary or docu-movie called The Dirt
Ah, yes.
about
Yeah.
Motley Crue's early years. That was an amazing movie.
Yes.
Yes and
I'm
no.
afraid of man more for us.
Well,
I still
not
swear I
amazing
hear it
for,
once in a while,
for
Doug.
them,
All of a sudden I can
but
hear T-Bone in his voice. Roll call.
yeah.
Yeah, because our buddy is an ex-army sergeant, tank driver. And so he has that gravelly voice, and he would just yell out roll call. And those who know that meant you just went over and congregated behind the barbecue. And you'd like, behind the barbecue? That's not really any shielding. The
I'm
barbecue
going to
was
say
the size
that
of the trailer.
I'm going to say that roll call. You had to really know that what he was saying because he is like 6'2", 6'3",
Yeah.
and probably pushing like 300,
Yeah.
and talks like Boomhauer from King of the Hill. You don't know what the heck he's saying.
That's funny.
He laughs a lot.
Well, that's a result of us hanging out together.
There you go.
He also he introduced me to loaded Coronas.
Loaded Coronas.
Yeah.
Now, Doug, have you had a loaded Corona?
No.
We have actually talked you into ever having one.
No.
Hmm.
I'm
That's
just back on the
really
moonshine down there since my face went numb for 12 hours.
Well, there is that.
I have a dozen Pentecostal churches to choose from in my parish county to the rest of the, oh, I'm sorry.
So I'm guessing Noise with Nami's in Louisiana if he's got parishes where he is.
Well, Ben,
Corona beer is horrible. My
Corona's
niece
a horrible beer. Explain loaded Coronas.
All right, yeah, because Amanda's like, those are a bit much. So what it is you take a bottle of Corona, pop the top. You take a swig, so you empty the beer out of the neck. From there, you pour a shot of vodka into the beer.
Ooh.
Mix it up. That's your loaded Corona. You don't taste the vodka. It just tastes like a regular beer. Now, you sit there and you have 3 or 4 Coronas. Then you get up because you have to use the facilities, and you realize those facilities all of a sudden tripled in length and distance away. It's a mission.
And your legs turn to rubber.
Oh, yeah.
That's why Ben is happy that I got my new camper.
Fuck yeah, because it's got a bathroom.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to walk the 8th mile each way, which, let's be honest, Doug, before we had bathroom facilities on site, it was a vicious cycle because how many nights would we be up drinking? We'd crack a beer, like, all right, let's go down to the bathhouse, take a whiz, go to bed. Well, the problem is you crack a beer, drink a beer during the trip.
Not together.
No, well, not together. You drink a beer during the trip, you get back, then you had to go to the washroom again. So you crack a beer for the trip, and it's, hey, Chad Boston, good to see you, my man.
Oh, hey, cool. Hey, Chad.
Eddie says we should do a Halloween show, and I should dress up like Cher.
Ben, I got you, Ben.
I'll have to get some more Corona and vodka, and we'll do some loaded Coronas on air one night. Actually, I have had a few on shows. I remember that, kind of, sort of. I don't know.
Please don't.
Well, Ben has never taken me. I've always wanted him when we're in Charlotte to dress up like the Naked Cowboy and do some like Garth Brooks or Lee Greenwood medleys, but he will do that for me.
Well, you also wanted me to do it on the rooftop of a camper.
So?
In the infield, so everybody would see me.
So,
Yeah, I'm kind of
you know
surprised.
how many subscribers you would get.
Well, I wasn't doing YouTube when we were still going down there together.
Well, think of how many you will get now.
Well, we may, well, that may happen. I have to get another Western hat because there was a time I was wearing Western hats down there, and I did bring a guitar with me.
You
sister
can,
says,
you can always
"Do not
make
do
a
that."
compromise with Doug. You know, he can always join you.
Terry, he can barely tune a radio.
No, yeah, no, I'm radio only.
And even then, it's the same damn song over and over again.
Doesn't matter if he plays.
You see, that's like if you would just play the damn Tool song on your show, I would be happy.
I'll have to learn it. That's true.
If you don't know what the Tool song is, we explained it in another show. Ben could not get away from. We did like every channel on Sirius XM for like Ben did like 7 channels in a row. Everyone had the song "If I Had a Hammer," and Ben
If I Were a Carpenter.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We heard literally 7 or 8 versions of that song over the course of
Like,
a drive.
like Pat Boone to even the Bluegrass channel.
All over this land. If I had a hammer. Sorry.
Laz is out of here. Have a good one, brother Laz. Speaking of wild men. Laz. And a hell of a piano player as well. Not that we were at another YouTuber's house. I'm not going to mention his name, Sean Pierce Johnson. And his wife is quite a piano player. So he has a piano in his living room. And I'm hanging out upstairs in Sean's studio. And all of a sudden I hear this piano music. And I'm like, what the deuce? And I come downstairs and there's Laz tickling the ivories. Yeah.
Wow.
Cool. Ben, don't wear a cowboy hat. Do the Canadian thing. Wear a goalie mask and an adult diaper.
No, he goes like that. Like this, like I said, the striped shirt now is fine.
Yeah, why don't you zoom out the photo? I know that photo because we're hanging out with the owner of the Speedway. Yeah, I see. He still won't zoom it out completely.
That's all I have of the picture.
You're in the photo too.
It won't zoom out that far.
Should I bring it up on my phone? Really?
No, you're fine.
Yes,
that photo's been used as a thumbnail for one of the NAS Canucks show. The funny part is,
Because this guy's like a billionaire, and Ben's like holding on to his love handles on the other side. Like Ben's got.
I go to put my arm around him for the photo, and all I grab is muffin top. Like that's all I grab is the jiggling muffin top. What the fuck? And that's why the photo you'll see. He's like, what the fuck?
There you go, Tesi Switch. Welcome, Tesi Switch.
Box. I used to know that song.
Damn straight noise tsunamis.
Didn't one of the and
Good to see you, Rob. Laz says he's got some new music coming soon. Nice. Amanda's like, you're just making it worse, Eddie. You're just making it worse.
Oh, we've got
Hey, Martin C.
more of Ben.
Yeah, hey,
What?
Martin C.
From Victoria.
Sure, Laz. More than happy. Hey, Rodney. Welcome. Good to see you. All right, I think I'm over the fact I grabbed Marcus Smith's love handles. That was such an awkward moment. God.
Hey, you love who you
anymore. You maybe not remember.
Dude,
you love who you love, and it's okay.
Dude, that was a messed up trip from the start because that was my first trip down to Charlotte. Doug and his friend Al come and pick me up at my place. We all jump in the vehicle. And it's one of those things. I don't know who the hell Al is. And, I was playing in the band. No, I wasn't even in the band yet. I was working for the military at that time.
Yeah.
And, hippie working for the military and looking to have a good time with my cousin Doug and this other guy, Al. And I'm like, so Al, what do you do for a living? He's like, I'm a narc. Oh. Yay. This will be fun. Actually, pretty cool guy.
He could have got me out of that speeding ticket in Virginia, though.
He could have, but he didn't.
Yeah.
What's the name? Bundy. Al Bundy.
No.
Rodney asks, what's the topic? Sorry, late to the party. Pretty much anything goes tonight.
Yeah.
Sexy bearded Viking wizard, the badass Aussie.
Hey.
The Down Underverse. I like that.
Spent Sunday.
Oh. All right, cheers, Laz.
Sounds interesting. Sexy.
Well, see, now that's the funny part. My knees hurt because we're hanging out one night, I'd say around the campfire, except we weren't allowed to have campfire. So we're hanging around the campsite, and one of our neighbors moseyed on over. He's like, any of you want to partake? And the first word is from our friend. He's like, well, I'm a narc. And the guy just about shit himself. And then he got even more confused because I'm like, I'll come. I'm fine. He's like, what? He's like, but your friend's a narc. I'm like, yeah, but not here. He's a narc in Canada. And we're not in Canada. So I shall partake. And that's where I met South Carolina Dave.
Yeah. And that other dickhead from South Carolina.
Yeah, well, he was the one that came by. We never saw him after that, which was nice. He was only there that 1 year.
That's because his friends left him there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Because he wanted to offer us to drive him to South Carolina.
Yeah, no.
No.
I was just going to say, Doug must have had enough to drink because he's actually getting blurry on the screen.
Yeah, I know I am. I'm kind of blurry too.
You got to hold up the thing to the camera,
Yeah.
I was just thinking that when I looked up and I noticed that, I'm like,
No, that's got writing on it.
Yeah, but no, it didn't work. All right, Martin C. Fuck, I got to read this? All right. I just realized I said that out loud. Is it better to carry on my wayward son to the original timing or lock it into 120 BPM, going nuts trying to track? I suck at DAW stuff. Really? 120 BPM on that song?
Teddy.
Ooh, that's fast. All right. Oh, Christ, that's a super chat. So that means I got to do a shot too. All right.
Yeah. Whoa, I was going to say, isn't that song like rather slow and not that quick?
I'm just saying now, anybody in the chat that has my phone number, if you text me in the morning, just saying.
But you can call.
I like the text from Doug in the morning. Did I wake you? Well, fuck. Really?
Well, that one time I could have texted you at 3:30 when I found out that other info.
Woo. I just remember because a lot of times you'll text me, I'll sleep to the text anyways, and they'll reply, and you're like, what the hell are you doing up this time of day?
Tesi is wondering what moon that is shining from, Ben.
Oh, this is a local artisan, Rob, brewed in the greater Trenton, Ontario area. By reading the bubbles, it is a nice 110 proof, straight unflavored corn liquor, White Lightning.
And what's the age of it? Oh, I think
it's a August.
It's an August 2020.
2020.
That'd be funny if it was done like that, like wine.
Alex says, what am I doing with your number? Dude, I wouldn't be surprised. Speaking of which, I have not published. I have done a couple of interviews with Alex Radford during NAMM where neither of us were sober.
Really?
Yes. I think they're still
Wow.
on my phone. Hello, Baron Guitar. Alex Radford just sent me a text. So apparently he does have my number. But it wasn't saved in my number because it's just showing up as a phone number. Should I combine the two videos and put them up as a double? Or should I release them as two things? Chat? Should I even publish them? What? Garget's been asking. All right. Well, I guess I should.
I vote for more embarrassing pictures of Doug.
No, they're all at Ben.
A lot of me. My knees hurt. Made with mashed corn, popcorn, corn syrup. Corn. Actual corn. Oh, excuse me. Oh, burns.
Yes, and not spelled Korn.
Yeah. Yeah, it's made with 7-string Ibanez's.
Well, Amanda, just a second here.
Yeah, I knew. Shut your mouth.
Oh, God.
That will be next time.
Should be mashed, right?
Yep. Oh, yeah, this is done very well. That's the biggest problem with finding good moonshine in Canada is usually the run is always rushed, so it has a bit of a burnt taste. And this is the first batch I found in this country, by far the best I've drank in this country. And the first time, especially locally, I was just like, holy crap, this is awesome, because it's literally, buddy lives 5 minutes up the road, and so it's no
I
worries.
guess you weren't blindfolded to get that stuff.
No, I was not blindfolded to get that stuff. And Doug, he also does apple pie. So I'm waiting on the apple pie because I was planning getting one for me, possibly one for you.
Maybe.
What? No pumpkin spice?
Bite your tongue, Terry.
I'm sorry. As soon as you said apple pie, I'm like, I had to throw the pumpkin spice
I've had the
reference.
apple pie shine. It's very good.
Baron Guitar says shine tastes like battery acid. Not the good stuff.
God.
Sexy bearded Viking wizard, the badass Aussie. Aged in barrels made from reclaimed Les Paul headstock.
Oh,
That's a good one.
oh.
Love it. Canadians love the rush, no question.
It won't
No.
freeze in the freezer. My knees hurt.
No,
No.
Yeah.
not this stuff.
Good
No.
alcohol will not freeze. No.
Well, and that's the thing too, Doug. This stuff that I'm getting locally, it's not that watered down like we got last time down south. You know, it was really weak. Like this stuff, he just adds apples and cinnamon, and that's it. So it's still like
We got weeks.
One
We didn't
time
get
per-
weak stuff last time, did we?
that stuff. Remember, T-Bone and me, we had to add moonshine to it to make it
Oh.
bring it up to snuff. It was too weak.
Well,
It was
no,
only
we got a
like
bunch of
20%.
stuff at I can't read the label. The one place in Gatlinburg.
Right.
There's an empty jar right there that I can see. Old Smoky.
Yes. And I will say, yes, I am responsible for Doug's downhill spiral into the world of moonshine because 1 year.
No.
What?
No.
Yes.
No. No.
Oh, God. That would
No.
be nasty.
Because
Eddie.
I started first. Because remember, I had those peaches.
Yeah. Okay. But you didn't really partake much until there was the 1 year. It was my birthday, and I had you do a sip of White Lightning with me on my birthday, which you grudgingly did because Doug usually has the flavored stuff. And then
I'm
the
usually
next year, we were hanging out at Mike's, and we had the blueberry, which was quite weak. And you and I polished off damn near a half jar one night.
Yeah, I'm not a blueberry guy. Yeah.
Yeah, but it went down smooth. And that was gone. That was hilarious. What? Ooh, lemon cello. Yeah. Battery acid flavor like lemon pledge.
Edmund King also. Some people say they channel things when they're playing music. I can't even fucking read. Have you ever felt like that?
Sorry, who said that? Edwin?
Edwin, yeah, right there. It's right there. 10:14.
There we are.
A minute ago.
Have you ever felt that? Yes, but I wasn't sober at the time. So I think I was channeling something, but probably I was just doing whatever. Although there has been time, I remember there was one time I thought I was doing okay, but very nervous. And I'm like, I don't know if I am doing anything other than just wasting this band's time on stage. I got off stage. I was playing with Richie in this band. And he goes, dude, you were in The Office. That was amazing. And I'm like, really? I was just hanging on for dear life. So what I had partaken in prior to that set, I partook in more prior to the next set. So figured, why not?
Exactly.
And that led to a very interesting summer of gigs. Very interesting.
I gotta take off shortly.
Rodney asks what the cost is for a jar. I'd rather not say on air. However, generally booze in Canada is much more expensive. But
I pay about $30 for the store-bought stuff.
for that size? 30 bucks Canadian?
There's another empty jar sitting right here. Is it bad? There's one over there and one here.
That's pickle juice.
But this is the Tennessee stuff. Well,
Right.
So one about this size.
And what's the percentage on it?
You have to make me read.
Someone else needs a prescription upgrade
just
too.
40 proof, just because it's store bought in Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Okay, so it's 40 proof. So for those, that's 20% alcohol.
Yeah.
I'm drinking 110 proof.
I will say that if you're ever in Gatlinburg, Tennessee,
Yeah.
they're not paying me to say this. Go to Old Smoky. You pay $5 and you get to sample like 20 half shots of moonshine and bourbon.
Yeah.
Then when you're done, they
Yeah.
give you a $5 coupon.
That town's got all kinds of things going on there.
Oh,
Isn't that where Dolly World is, right around Gatlinburg?
Yeah.
And Cooter's got a place there for the Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Funny
Cooter.
said Hooters.
I just remember when our buddy Mike came down from Mount Pilot there, Doug, and he brought down a mini cooler that had 8 jars of 8 different flavors of moonshine that his brother had been, I don't know, in the laboratory doing whatever. And
I'm
so
busy.
I did a wine tasting. I did a shine tasting. And I just had a sip of each of the 8. And by the end of it, I just remember sitting in a lawn chair for a good hour and a half.
Yeah.
trying
So
to recuperate.
to answer Rodney, yes, in Tennessee, in Gatlinburg, Old Smoky has a distillery and a store.
Yeah.
And there's a store in each one. And yeah. And you can get, like, they had like pina colada flavored. That is not good for you. You end up like
What's
running
that,
around.
Doug? Does it lead to bad decisions?
Or embarrassing photos.
There's actually no photos. Nobody took photos that night.
No. So Terry, so
Think
it's
he is
like
leaving?
let's just say prior to Doug and I had split the jar of the blueberry moonshine. He had sipped on White Lightning a couple of times. That was it. He's not a shine guy. He's like, he liked his beers. And then all of a sudden it's like 9:30, 10 o'clock on a Saturday night of a race weekend. And I look over and Doug is drinking what appears to be milk out of a mason jar. And I'm like, what the hell? So I walk over. I'm like, what are you drinking? And he just grins at me. So I grab the jar and I get it to about here. And I'm like, oh, I see. Pina colada moonshine. You know, and I'm like, what? I've never seen such a thing. And Doug's like, it's pretty good. And I'm like, I can tell you're enjoying it. And After that, he consumed large quantities of it.
Actually, the local moonshine place here actually has a peanut butter flavored moonshine.
No way.
Yes.
Hmm.
Disneyland for drinkers. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be. I don't know. It could be really good.
Well, see, the moonshine place here is there. I always get looks when I go in there because we had like a cornhole thing there, and I was like, it was like in November, the end of November, in my birthday, and I was like, it was freaking, it was snowing outside, and we were outside, and I walk in there, and I'm like, I asked for 2 apple pie and I wanted to try their peanut butter cup because they were doing their peanut butter one. It was their first night for it, and they're like, "What do you want to mix with?" And I was like, "What do you mean? Like, what mix you want with?" I was like, "Straight." So the guy did like the first shot of the apple pie, and I was like, "Done." And he kind of looked at me. I was like, "What's wrong with you?" And I was like, "That's how you drink moonshine. You don't mix it with anything. Like you're just an idiot." And everyone in line is like, "What the hell are you doing?" But
yeah, showing them how a man drinks moonshine.
Because this peanut butter stuff is for coffee.
Bullshit.
No, that's what Bailey's is for.
Yeah,
moonshine
exactly.
is for just drinking.
Yeah, Bailey's.
See you, Fruitcake Tony. Have a good one, brother.
Eddie Van Askel had asked, "Is anyone here
Talk to you tomorrow, Tony.
one of those PV 6505 20-watt preamps?" Now, I'm not sure if he's talking about a head or if he's talking about that joke of a thing that PV launched called the Piranha. If it's the Piranha,
Never heard of it.
It is no good. If it's the actual head,
No bueno.
The head itself has gotten good reviews.
I don't know. Every time I hear of, oh no, wait, that was the combo amps. Stay away from the 6505 combo amps.
Yeah.
Because if you play it all with pants shaking volume, they just vibrate apart. And who wants an amp that falls apart after a few gigs?
Nobody.
No. So PV, invest in Loctite. Just saying. Not all of us run everything through a PA. You know, some of us actually play at stage volume, old school.
And Nate, Fruitcake Tony.
So apparently Doug needs the old smoky blue flame, which is 128 proof.
See, Ben's never been to where, I'm gonna say you had to go get it because I wasn't going in there. And that's the real stuff.
Yeah.
Where Ben and I got blindfolded, driven outside of town, and then we were able to look once we got to this place. And we were told we had to go inside and talk to the 2 old guys in the back and ask if there was any Kool-Aid available that day. And I was like,
yeah,
I'm not doing that.
And I'm like, I will.
Him. Him is.
Me.
Yeah.
I'll do that. And yeah, and that place looked like a general store that hadn't updated and remodeled since the Civil War.
It was like it had like a wooden cash register. Like it was awesome in there.
It was, yeah, and they wouldn't let me take photos.
No.
Yeah, see, Edwin. My sister says, and they want me to come.
We're almost hitting the 2 hours and 30-minute mark.
Because then she can babysit
What are
you.
you saying, Terry? What are you saying? Huh? You just pointing out stuff?
Yeah, just pointing at stuff.
65 thumbs up.
Yeah.
I feel good about that.
Well, if anybody needs to bail, that's fine. I figure we'll go a little while longer anyways, because I'm clearly not sober. And
I'm not working tomorrow.
Apparently. Sandra's just taking notes going, Jesus, I didn't know anything about the Coombs boys like this. Christ almighty. This is what happens when we have Cousin Doug on.
Scratching the surface.
I'm waiting for the message over Facebook from Sandra saying, "Why the hell did you let me on here?"
Yeah.
Radford, you'd have a blast down there.
Yeah, like, Sandra, if any time you're going to come on and he asks you to come on and you know I'm going to be on, it's not going to be good.
Why is that?
Because it's going to be a shit show.
I was literally just saying myself, because it's going to be a shit show. And then Doug says that.
What's that now? That's 3 shit show count now?
I think so, yeah.
Lucky it's not a drinking game.
Well, fuck, I feel like I'm the only one playing.
Dude,
It's kind of like hanging out at Mike's, Doug. You're sipping on, your Miller Lite, and I'm not even allowed a beer chaser when we hang out at Mike's place. He's always like, the bottom door of the fridge is for Doug, the top door is for you, and it's just shine with no chaser. I'm like, oh, great. Okay. Yeah.
So in other words, Doug ketchup.
I'm already there.
Well, and Doug's he has to drive in all fairness, so.
Yeah.
Although, like, literally, it's like 2 turns and a mile straight ahead, and we're at the speedway.
Oh, well.
No, I meant
I never drank at Mike's.
We do not
That's not
promote
good.
that in any way, shape, or
Just in
form.
case somebody up there is watching. Literally. Ben talks about it every.
You mean
Ben
somebody?
talks about it every show. We
I
always
was
talk
going to say somebody who possibly one year, 4 nights in a row, we said, "Oh, you're staying back at the trailer to play on the tablet. We're just going to go over to Mike's for an hour or so."
because like Ben show says every show, she is real.
Yeah. Yes, she is, and I love her.
Oh no, that is my wife's name is Karma. 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 That's
Oh,
my-
really?
Yeah. So yes, she is. That's why he always talks about my wife.
Oh,
I go, and Karma's real. And he's like, yes, she is.
I was just going to say that. Ben's always saying that karma's real. He truly does know
yeah.
it.
And I never dreamed you were talking about a person. Oh, damn.
Yeah, there was a time I spent 2 weeks in a trailer with Karma.
Yeah. Okay.
What the best one. We
One of
were
us returned the next year. One of us didn't.
out with friends one time, and
And you're still brothers. I think that's wonderful.
and he and this guy was like, we're all in the conversation and we were all drinking, and he was like, just out of the blue, he was like, yeah, Karma's a bitch, and she was like, what? Right? She was playing because she's used to it, right?
Kermit.
Yeah, I remember.
Well, how do you know he isn't, Tesi? You got any proof?
It's
he
real,
isn't?
damn it.
Hey, what
All
are you
right,
talking
see you,
about?
Charles. Have a good one, buddy. Thanks for tuning in.
See you later, Charles.
Yeah, I believe Doug wasn't that the year of the single? Like that was my first year back going down to Charlotte. Yeah, because my first year back, we brought Carmen Grayson along. His poor family, Sandra. It was. I took a year or 2 off, and Doug had started taking his wife and child down to Charlotte as a family trip, and then Ben came back, and I'm like, just so you know, I have a tendency to drink a bit on these trips, and Karma's like, that's fine. I'm like, I have a tendency to party a bit. That's fine.
It's so funny when you relate it to something else.
Yeah, but the funny part is because she's thinking, I went down last year with my husband, as she told
And I
me.
didn't drink. And I didn't drink.
Doug bought a case of beer, Sandra, down there. He had
Okay.
3 cans of beer during the trip. Okay.
Wow.
He's my problem.
The next year, that guy, 3 cases of beer.
He's my problem.
Like, we loaded up over the border. We bought about 50 cans of beer, 60 cans of beer. That lasts us a day or 2.
I don't have a drinking problem. I have a Ben problem.
And, at that time,
Understood.
I was kind of living the rock and roll lifestyle, we'll say. And all of a sudden, I'm sharing a trailer with Doug and his wife and child. And so Ben started drinking at 9:30 in the morning each day.
Because it's illegal to lock them in a closet.
See, because I hardly drink now, and this is number 3 for me. It's a Ben problem.
New T-shirt. I have a Ben problem.
That could be done.
Or blame it on cousin Ben.
Yep.
I'm
Doug-
with stupid.
Doug's going to come out with the shirts that says, seriously, I'm the good cousin.
And it's real.
There goes my alarm. I gotta go, folks.
Alrighty, Sandra. Thanks for
Thank you
joining
for-
us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Terry, we're going to talk about this later. You can bet.
Yeah.
Bye.
Uh-oh.
It's been a blast. I love you, boys. Mwah. Chat.
Yeah.
Love to all.
So yeah.
Have a good night, Sandra.
Yeah, we'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Oh, Sandra's so awesome.
Yeah, I remember a few trips. I also remember one night where Doug says to me, going inside to grab another drink. I wait. About 10 minutes later, I finish my beer. I walk inside. He's getting ready for bed. I'm like, I thought you were grabbing another drink. Going to bed. I don't want to. Going to bed. And I just got a look. That's when Karma gave me a look. And I went, okay. And she looked at me and she says, are you turning in as well? And I'm thinking, you're not my wife. Nope. Headed back outside.
But she knew, like it was, and that's the fun thing of it. It's like it's our 2 weeks of just going.
Well, and that was the thing. For as many times that she may have been a little upset with us, there was 5 times where she was just rolling her eyes, giggling to herself.
Yep.
You know, and you can tell because half the photos we use for our thumbnails for the NAS Connect shows are photos she shot.
Yeah.
So yeah, which is, you know, great stuff.
And it's and we're almost the entertainment down there. I want to say we are the entertainment.
We are because we're different.
Yes.
We're the Canadians.
We are the token too.
I'm the hippie. I'm the token liberal for sure. That's for sure. Not to get into politics or anything, but it's again, one of these things don't look like the other. It might be this guy.
They're related? Yeah, I know. Amazing, eh?
Well, the funny thing is, and like Sandra said, you know, go your brothers. And everyone thinks that we're brothers.
Yeah, including down there. They're like, "Where's your brother?" I'm like, "I don't have a brother."
Do you
And
know
they look at
something?
me like, "What the hell are you talking about?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
I'm an only child. You know something I don't.
Now looking at yous, I could see it a little bit how yous could be perceived as like brothers.
Well, the same names, you know, that kind of, you know, same
Well,
last
yeah.
name. Everyone just, oh, they're brothers. No, we're not. But we're basically brothers.
You know what? I'm thinking now Amanda wouldn't really fit in with us because she doesn't go. She doesn't
Yes, Amanda,
go like
you would
us.
be the brother.
No,
Mhm.
no.
Because she actually goes by her first name.
Yeah.
It's always fun when you have other people in the vehicle and you pull up to the border and they like you give them their passports and they're like,
Right, yeah, because neither of us actually go by our names on our passports.
yeah, no.
Yeah, that's fun, Terry. That's
And the other good thing was that first time we went down when we pull up to the border and we all forgot to sign our passports because you have to
I
sign.
remember.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we stopped like 20 feet from the border.
And
We all,
sign the passport.
all like signing stuff, and then we got to go to the border guy.
That reminds me, I think I have to renew my passport this coming year. Damn it.
All the renewal stuff is all behind because of the certain thing going on.
I know. I
I have 2 things of identification that need to be renewed. Can't do anything really until that's all straightened out.
Well, the worst part, Terry, I'm that lazy. I still haven't updated my address from moving
Oh,
a year
God.
ago. A year ago. Yeah. So, yeah, we go through under different names at the border, and I've got the stupid passport that has occupation as guitar picker. That works well. They don't ask any follow-up questions ever. That's why I find it's easier for us to just hit the border and have me driving because it's just less questions. I'm like, all right, so he's at least somewhat competent.
The
All right,
good thing
moving on.
now is hopefully the guy hasn't retired. Is we always got the same border guard, and he was like, "Oh, I remember you guys."
Yeah. What? I'm like, all right, sure.
Yeah, you're lucky in that regard. Well, lucky and unlucky because then all of a sudden, as soon as something seems different, you're under suspicion.
Oh no, that border crossing we crossed at, Anki was just happy to see somebody. Honest.
Yeah.
You got all excited.
Yeah. And Amanda says, geez, you guys need me. This is not a want situation. Well, especially if you drove, because, you know, hell, I have no problem driving down, but driving home, ooh, that's a bitch.
Welcome back.
Thank God was it the last time I went down, Nancy drove basically all the way back.
Not going to talk about that.
Hey, Tomsy's back.
But yeah.
Handful of bevies in like Ben. Yes. Tom's randomly throwing up the mod emoji. Nice. Once I'm able to do a few more emojis, I'll throw up a EVH emoji because we need one. Because, you know, why not? I forgot to ask, you know, since we're 2.5 hours in, am I any clearer tonight since I fixed the damn computer, Terry?
You say that, and then you get all garbly. But
I'll take that as a no.
You've been clear otherwise most of the night, though. Yeah.
Well, at least physically, I guess. Mentally,
No. Mixing wine with moonshine, I don't think you can be too clear on that stuff.
It's going to be a strong cup of coffee in the morning, I'll tell you that.
I'll call you at 7.
Coffee, you're going to need
espresso. You would call
double espresso. You're going to need to hit up a Starbucks, get a grande bold with like 2 espresso shots. That'll fix
I'll say
out.
take the biggest cup you have, fill it with espresso.
Yeah.
Hey, Hobo Roadie.
Yeah, Hobo Roadie. Hello.
That says to hydrate.
I
got
don't
my bottle of water too.
Yeah,
just for sister's sake, I'll drink some water.
Anything that takes me like 5 minutes to order one drink, I'm not going to do.
And then there's Mod. Exactly.
A venti Americano double espresso shot. Eee.
It's either that or you just take the old Folgers there and throw her in the old coffee machine. You put enough scoops in there for 12 cups, but you only run enough water for 4.
Amanda puts that. Why say all like 18 words?
Yeah.
When I just can drive up to the drive-thru and say triple, and I'm done.
No, I think Doug should drive up to the drive-thru and order a Gretzky.
There's been times.
First of all, you don't want to be around Doug when he's on coffee, Terry, because Doug rarely drinks coffee to begin with.
Oh, jeez.
And when he does, it's just...
I used to work nights. I used to work 11 to 7. So going into work, I would get 2 extra large triples. And then I'd break at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'd go back again and get 2 more extra large triples.
Wow.
Clear on through.
Without blinking.
No, I still couldn't believe when somebody said that somebody went to a Tim Hortons and ordered a Wayne Gretzky 9 cream, 9 sugar. And that was only in a medium.
Yeah, I can't do that in the medium.
I was going to say, is there any room for the coffee?
Exactly. That's what I said. I even remember the one time way back in the day I did quads. But now it's like I could never do that again.
Well, it's like people that go and do like stuff at different places. Like there was one guy I remember went to like a Wendy's and ordered like because they had like their double or their triple stacker I think or something like that. They had like 3 burgers, but he would get like a triple. They had like 9 patties on like 1 burger.
Oh my god! It's been a long time since I've actually been to a Wendy's and used to have quads.
I've done
I may have gone prior to last Monday's Canucks show to a Wendy's, and I'm just saying.
Back when I was much younger, I was in a contest with some friends, and I did like 23 hot sauces on one soft taco at Taco Bell.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
And you couldn't drink while eating them.
Tomsy.
Yeah. You might as well be a bump of cocaine. Yeah, pretty much when you're talking 9 cream and 9 sugar. Even in an extra large 9 cream and 9 sugar still would be pretty nasty.
I'm just thinking the substance Karma didn't find in the trailer that year.
Because you lost it.
No, I lost something else in the trailer. I didn't lose that. I wasn't allowed to hold that.
In Florida, I tried Cuban coffee. It's so strong. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Cuban coffee is...
Cuban coffee is awesome.
Man, my knees hurt. We actually just got the fire sauce here. I'm not happy with Taco Bell Canada right now. Because they do not have the Taco Bell menu they have in the States.
Right. Never have.
And they just... Taco Bell Canada just got rid of the Mexi Melts.
Yeah. But they've had fire sauce forever. Fire sauce, I have to get fire sauce because it's like 2 or 3 fire sauce on everything just to give it some taste.
Oh, we're not going to talk about Taco Bell.
Beckley, West Virginia.
Oh. Like Tilsonburg. My back still hurts lower when I hear that word.
All I know is every time I watch a documentary and for some reason they'll mention Beckley, West Virginia, I'm like, don't even start. Don't even.
We're doing an episode of Dumb and Dumber.
All I know is
I'm like,
that guy ate enough Taco Bell. He ordered as much Taco Bell to eat as the other 3 people riding in the vehicle.
Because how the hell can you go to Taco Bell and just order one taco?
I could.
You know what even one taco will do to your butt.
That would be my dumbass ex that would order
one taco. Like, come on. You cannot do that.
Yeah.
You have to get like the party pack or you're nothing at all.
All I know is we're racing down the highway because we need to make it to Charlotte by 9 p.m. because that's when you're not, that's cutoff to be able to admit into the campsite. So we get there, we get into inspection. They got to check everything out. Doug's just sitting there, just dying. Oh dear Lord, it hit bottom. We pull in. He sees the bathrooms. Let me out.
Drop me off. I'll see you tomorrow.
You know where the campsite is. Go for it.
We no longer take that road to Charlotte.
Yeah.
Actually, I would, though, because there's a Long John Silver's right there as well, too.
Yeah, that was
Doug goes running for the chicken coop.
It was right before I got to the
coop. The words at the door wasn't, I'm touching cloth.
It could have been a touching shoe at one point. I wasn't sure.
No, I've never heard of creamy jalapeno sauce at Taco.
See, because they have the good stuff in the States.
Yeah, and then we don't have Diablo sauce either.
Yeah, that's true.
They actually just got rid of the hot sauce. They now just have mild and fire.
Really?
Oh,
no, I got hot sauce a couple weeks ago.
Not the one close to here.
Did they get rid of the chili cheesy burritos at some Taco Bell somewhere?
Oh, Jesus. Michael Crow says he's got a Guitar Center with the Taco Bell right in the parking lot. That's like 2 stop right there. Double shot. That's nice.
And damn it, bring back the Bell Beefer. Remember those?
Yep. I think Tom invented a new hashtag.
Hashtag touching glove.
He was, folks.
Poking the video they posted. earlier in the chat. The way you were just going with that there.
I just remember you sneaking out a fart at Hickory going, oh dear Lord. You're like, how close are we? I'm like, we're in Hickory. You're like, how far is that? I'm like, 25 minutes. You're like, I don't think we're going to make it.
No, I was a big fan of the chili cheese burrito. That was some hot sauce on it. Ooh.
They got rid of a lot of stuff here. It was when they merged at KFC.
Yeah.
Taco Bell and
Yeah.
KFC. They really went to shit.
Michael LePence says, I had Subway last week and they don't carry roast beef anymore. They don't have the pork rib either. Bastards.
Is he a Canadian one?
I don't know. Michael LePancy? Sounds Canadian.
Because if they got rid of
Seems like a nice
roast
guy.
beef, I'm not gonna be happy because I only got the club from there. If I can't get the club, then I'm not going there anymore.
I'll tell you in 1 second.
Oh, he's in Florida.
Okay.
See, and I
The
just assumed he was Canadian.
Because the closest one here I could finally start going to because it was a Lowe's, and I was like, I couldn't go to a Lowe's for the longest time. So I could just start going back there. And if they got a roast beef, I was like, done.
Oh, sweet. Well, that's some welcome news. Pork rib is still at Mr. Sub. Yeah, well, do we have a Mr. Sub around here?
Perish the thought we actually have one. It's like,
Tom.
okay, that's really cool on the app.
So can we agree that tonight has been probably the biggest shit show I've had on this channel?
On this channel, yes, because Becca was before you had the channel.
Terry's like, I don't even know why I'm here.
Oh, I'm here.
It's down for my work, silly.
We do not have Pizza Hut here anymore.
Do we have a Pizza Hut?
We actually, sorry, we do have one Pizza Hut takeout only.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tesi. Yeah, I just bet. He loves watching this stuff back at half speed. Because I don't sound drunk enough, That's right, Michael. The food and drink show.
Oh, we can go on for that.
Yeah, Hardee's sucks.
Yeah.
That sucked ass.
Don't be talking those shit about Steak and Shake, though.
No, that's some good stuff. Yeah, and you didn't want to go. Remember the first year we were down there? I'm like, dude, $2.99 combo. Let's go Steak and Shake. And Al's like, oh, let's not go. And you agreed with Al. I'm like, fuck Al.
Now I've did the Steak and Shake in Erie, Pennsylvania, somewhere in Ohio, near Cleveland, Concord, North Carolina.
You're more than welcome, Cushman. And speaking of the name Cushman, I wonder if I got anything.
I have like
little
I got
partake
like a map of the states that's got like Steak and Shakes with like pins on it where I've been. Same with like Golden Corral. That and Golden Corral.
Next to the bookstore. Oh, yeah, where Mike's bookstore used to be. All right. In-N-Out rules. Yes. Doug, you haven't had In-N-Out.
I've had Taco Bell.
You have.
We just talked about it.
Okay.
Actually,
Alex Bradford.
Note is Swiss LA gravy.
I am off of Arby's because get this, Doug. The last
They're not
time I
real
went to
beef.
Arby's,
They don't
guess
have
what
real
they were
beef.
out of? So I go to Arby's a few months ago. They have no Arby's sauce, no barbecue sauce. I'm like, how the fuck do you?
That's like the time I went to Red Lobster. I ordered a lobster. They had none. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I was like, 10. They're like, are you fucking kidding me?
It's in the name.
Name, and you got no lobster.
That is funny. Red Lobster, out of lobster.
Yes, and In-N-Out is good. In-N-Out tastes a lot like Dairy Queen in Canada, not Dairy Queen in the US, because that is way different.
Somebody said that. I read that or seen
Dairy
that
Queen,
somewhere.
but with fresh toppings,
Yeah.
like flame broiled.
You haven't gone to the local Dairy Queen here. It's like
Mayhem. That would be Cindy number 99. Just saying.
Cindy number 99.
Yep.
Like a Tinder name? Like, did you get that? Cindy number 99.
All right, what do we got left here? We're at 250. We might as well take it to 3 hours. We still got 32 people watching for some reason.
Yeah.
We got half the viewers we had earlier. I get it. But
Cindy 99, nice.
yeah, I don't know, Alex. That whole animal style. I got animal style fries, and all that is a whole bunch of $1,000 dressing poured all over my French fries, which it wasn't bad tasting, but it's a touch heavy.
Rising Havoc. If this shit ever goes away, I'm gonna come to Canada.
Come on up.
The one thing they don't have in the States is Harvey's.
Yeah,
I will
Fish
do
LA.
Harvey's like all the time.
I can't do the Harveys.
Oh,
It doesn't agree with my digestive system
I don't
because
think you'll hate it.
it's a little too greasy. Not enough flavor.
No. See, the best was I had a friend who I no longer talk to because he's a dickhead.
By the
Wow.
way,
Growing up-
there actually is Arby's in the U.S. because Dane Drop has actually done Arby's reviews.
Not Arby's. Harvey's.
Harvey's.
Oh, Harvey's? Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no Harvey's.
So I had a friend growing up that I no longer, like I said, no longer talk to because he's a dickhead. But his father worked for Schneider's Meats, who made Harvey's burgers.
Oh yeah.
So we would just party at this place every weekend because they would have like boxes of Harvey's burgers. Now you're both out of the family. Gone.
Just gone.
Harvey's is not a beautiful thing.
I'm speechless.
Hey, there
Oregon
you go.
Forest, hello.
Yeah.
Welcome to the end of the shit show. I'm going to have to change the title. Just, welcome to the shit show.
You know, I was just thinking about that. The U.S. doesn't have a Harvey's. You know, that would be a perfect segue for Steve Harvey to open up his own chain of Harvey's. Steve Harvey's.
Steve Harvey's. Yeah, the only place I think that still has a hot dog on the menu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know Dairy Queen has a chili dog, but I don't think they have an actual just a hot dog.
No. I think you're right. I think they have not a.
Although the way you just said, "Welcome to the shit show,"
Yeah.
made me think of another family music story that
dear
made me
Lord.
feel like crawling under a bench at one point.
Oh.
I think I've said this before. Is that we had an uncle come in from Nova Scotia.
Kenny?
My father and I, went and picked him up. I was, I want to say 14 at the time in high school. And we go pick him up, and there's a bunch of guys come off the plane with my uncle in the same starter jackets, right?
Which
And I
dates
see-
it right there.
And I see the local promoter from like the roller rink / kind of thing here.
The
Go and
vid.
start talking to them. And I instantly know who they are.
Sure.
So my father and our Uncle Kenny start talking. And our uncle said, "Oh, they got on the plane in Halifax, but I don't know if they're like some team or a group or I don't know." What's led my father to go and ask them who they were. I already knew who they were. Right? And so my father goes, "Look, oh, so are you guys like a group? Are you guys together?" He asked Chuck D who they were. they were Public Enemy.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, they're a band. Well, like they're like a rap group, but whatever. Like Flavor Flav was there with like no clock because he wasn't on stage, but they all had like the red jackets on, right? And I'm like, wow.
Yeah. So I should mention, with the family overall, there's not a lot of music in the family. There's kind of the black sheep.
It's just your dad.
Yeah. My dad was the original black sheep, and then he
I
corrupted.
think our grandmother still is not sure how he learned how to play the guitar.
What's that?
I think our grandmother was still went to her grave not knowing how he learned to play the guitar
Yeah. Like, how'd that happen?
or cook.
That too. Yeah.
Boner Jams, it is slowly coming to an end here.
Yeah, we are coming screeching to a halt.
Hey, if he watched Sleepy Hollow before coming back, he's in the same show.
That reminds me, sexy bearded Viking wizard.
Thank you, because I just didn't want to read off that screen name again.
Actually, I've been following a YouTuber named 2Aussie, who is a food reviewer down there. It's been kind of interesting. The big popular sandwich down there from KFC is called the Slab.
Oh yeah.
It's they basically take 8 like dinner roll buns, cut it in half, put a cheese sauce, and then like chicken popcorn.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh. And I'm just like, okay.
I just remember the first time ever going to an In-N-Out burger. We're sitting in the drive-thru. I'm live streaming it on YouTube.
I've seen that.
The whole trip.
JJ.
We left JJ's, went to In-N-Out burger. JJ puts in the order for us because I don't know what to order.
See you, Chris, man.
Oh, by the way, he goes,
Yeah, later, Cushman.
give me like 20 ketchups for Quentin James. And I'm like,
yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, because the chick at the drive-thru, she looks down at me thinking I'm Quentin James. 20 ketchups for Quentin James. So then, but the best part is, JJ then packaged up the ketchups along with some other items and actually sent it to Quentin James.
Oh, I did not realize that. Oh, wow.
Just you saying that just made me think of something else that I'm not happy with Wendy's here. Is when I have to go in, I have to get my wife gravy for her fries. Right? Wendy's here. Why is gravy called poutine sauce?
Which is not the same as gravy.
Yeah, not really the same.
Technically, they're two different things. But in the world of fast food, they're the same thing.
Yeah.
In the world of packaging, it's all pretty much the
See you,
same
Cushman.
shit.
Have a good one, brother. That reminded me of something else that's just gone. Fleeting.
Oh, speaking of crazy things in regards to Australia, most of their prices for hamburgers down there apparently are close to $20.
What?
Yeah, just for a hamburger, $20.
Yeah, well, you have to pay $1 billion for a Fender guitar. I get it. A $20 hamburger.
Yeah, exactly. You can afford a hamburger more than you can afford a Fender guitar.
Rising Havoc says fries and brown gravy is amazing. Yeah, just throw some
That's
cheese
just gravy
on there.
And it's just cheese curds away from a poutine.
Exactly. Exactly, sis.
Amanda, I worked at Swiss LA. You don't want to see that sauce. I'm gonna tell you when it comes out of like the big keg thing that they make it in, you have to strain it. You're picking like leaves and shit out of that.
It is a star anise or 5 spice.
Just a squirrel or two. It's all good.
Yeah.
Well, there we are. We hit 3 hours somehow, some way. I don't know how it
How
happened.
we roll.
Yeah.
We hit that. We don't think we're gonna get the mark, but we hit that mark.
We hit that mark.
I was going to say something in French, but I said, maybe I better not.
And the funny part was I was just thinking to myself, do you have anything to add, Terry?
Otherwise,
Thanks for being the kind of DD tonight, you know.
yeah, I definitely had to stop drinking the coffee because I don't want to be up till like 6 in the morning.
No.
Otherwise, yeah, great show to have this kind of little stress relief.
Looks like
Release
young Mr. Radford's going to go live, so folks can check out Alex once we wrap up.
Yep.
Nice. All right. Doug, anything to add?
Check out the lunch day letdown on Wednesday with NAS Canucks, where you can see us. Ben doesn't know what's going on. It's a shit. It will be a total shit show.
I wonder if I'll be sober for that one, given
You
the time
think
of day.
you think this is bad? Check us out Wednesday at noon over on NAS Canucks. Other than that, check out the.
Yeah, I don't know if we still have any mods in the chat that can post a link to NAS Canucks. See, I'm not making Terry because he's all like on camera and shit. So
Other than that,
yeah, give it a sub, folks. I think we're at 41 subs.
So if it's going to be lunch and it's going to be a shit show, does that mean that Doug is going to eat 10 Burger King chicken nuggets?
I might have Taco Bell on air because I can't get Bojangles chicken.
I may have a
Awesome.
Swiss LA pot pie.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what time are we doing that? 12:30? 12? What?
Whatever, 12.
12.
12.
All right, fuck 12, I guess. All right,
That,
sure.
and check out the next down and
Thanks,
back.
Sandra.
The next down and back with Corn Dog will be. I will do a rant on how not to order pizza for a bunch of guys at a cornhole tournament.
Good. Valuable information.
Just because a bunch of guys does not mean it's a sausage fest on the goddamn pizza.
That's right.
You don't need to order 10 pizzas all exactly the same.
Fuck no. Variety is the spice of life.
Leave it to a guy from Quebec.
Yeah. Just no Hawaiian. Or
Fuck
not
it.
Hawaiian, no vegetable. We don't need any of the vegan stuff. Hawaiian. I like Hawaiian. Yeah, Hawaiian's nice. All right. Well, there we are. It's 3:02, 17, 18, 19 into the broadcast. We still have 32 people watching somehow, some way. Special shout out to new channel member Hugh Caldwell. Haha, I remembered. Shout outs again to everybody. Sandra that joined us. She's still hanging in the chat here. Thanks to Terry, Doug.
She's
Hope
just
you
glad
enjoyed
that
the
you laughed.
show. I haven't laughed my ass off this much on live stream in a while. I'll be honest. Like
Thanks for the,
literally wiping
the
tears
couple-
from my eyes on multiple occasions, and that's us, not just
For,
due to the moonshine.
Michael Easter and the other random that subscribed. I almost said applied. Subscribed to to the Cornhole Show because I'm just trying to get up there. I'm
Oh damn!
Doug has been attacked by land sharks too much, I think, tonight.
I want to try that, Keith. Shrimp and
No.
pineapple on a pizza. I'm down. I am so down. All right. So yeah, there we are. I'm apparently back on air in 21 hours. Guess I'll play some guitar or something. Hopefully you folks will have some questions. I hope for a lot of questions because the hands are still sore.
Yes. Like Amanda said, give a sub to me because you get to hear the squeaky squirrel as my first video that you do see on the Nanovac.
Squirrel.
It may remind you of a song that's on Monday nights that you hear eventually sometime.
Eventually, sometimes if he knows how to play it, and
Yeah.
there we are.
At the end when he talks about my wife.
Perfect. On that note, yeah, thanks again, everybody that tuned in. Special thanks to everybody that donated onto the channel. Well,
Noise of Nummies. No, it's just bacon, pineapple, and jalapenos. It's not Canadian bacon. It's just bacon.
Yeah, that combination is awesome.
otherwise it's ham.
So you're actually
That's
having
pineapple, and jalapeno.
ham, pineapple. So you're having a Hawaiian pizza
Yeah, with jalapenos.
with jalapenos. I'm not gonna say on a stick.
I was just thinking that too. On a stick. How do you even end this? Like, seriously, there we are. Fuck. Now I gotta remember what's the ending? Right.
You do this. Go at the ending here. Give me a second. Time. Just
Show sponsors.
Pause.
Patreon.
Yeah.
Your
Talk
Patreon
about yourselves. All right, I'm reaching up. What's up? Reaching up's better than a reach around, that's for sure.
now this is all over.
All right.
Oh, shit, it's not even paced anymore. I was gonna say, look up in the chat. I did a video. Check out Ben. It'll be much the same as now.
Pretty much. Cheers, folks.
Yeah. See you later. Have a good night.
Hang those doors open. Yeah, hang them. You're right. Hold those doors open. Let that guy in heading in traffic. Do good things, and good things will happen to you. Duck's wife is real. Cheers. Rock on. I don't know.